Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time again, coming at you from the sidelines. We are live. We are back on the air after a short week break. The first time we've had to take a short little break on the show. But as you notice, if you're watching the video, I'm in a different location, and I had to take care of all the things that went into getting this new setup here, getting this apartment set up. It's been a lot, but we'll talk about that more later on. Before we get into any other topics tonight, we got to bring on our two co-hosts who are here every week on the show. We have Steven Hatch. Buddy, I missed you, man. It's felt weird not having a show last week, not being at the event. Like, I don't like it.
Talking about it in the pre-show, that 1 week felt like a goddamn eternity. No joke. And it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back in therapy, was what I like to call this as.
Yeah, no, I feel codependent on you at this point.
I agree. Without talking to each other, I feel like, honestly, that phone call, right when I called you that 1 week when you were when we were traveling, you know, I was driving from Sac and you were driving to Texas. That was like a mini podcast right there we could have had.
Before we bring in our other guests, I want to tell that story real quick because I was getting out of California and it was like 110 down in like Southern California. My phone literally got so hot at the end of it, it just hung up for me. So me and Hatch were on a FaceTime talking for like 20-30 minutes, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, bye. Okay, I guess Hatch left. All right, see you, buddy. And then he sent me a text like, why'd you hang up on me? But yeah, no, we figured out it was the overheating. Dude, it was hot as fuck getting out of California. I'm glad I am no longer there. But let's bring in our next co-host, who is still stuck in California. 209, what's up? Represent Brando. Brandon Baird.
Stockton, motherfucker. No, yeah. No, we're
Get
back.
into it. Talk your shit.
I got no shit to talk, for, right? We'll get into that later. But yeah, we made it back yesterday. We're licking our wounds, healing our bumps and bruises, literally. So, yeah, we're back. It's not fucking hot though. It's fucking cold. It's chilly.
It's cooling down?
Yeah, it was like 78 degrees here. It was fucking
damn,
chilly.
I left at the worst time, I guess, then. Fuck me.
Yeah.
It was nice.
All right, well, obviously, we have a hot button topic with Brandon Sling, but we will get to that in just a minute, because before we do, we have to tell you about our sponsors that put this show on the air. First and foremost, every single week. And even though they're no longer behind me, I always had to make sure I had a box and arms reach. Liquid IV, shout out to the awesome liquid hydration multiplier. We love this company. They make a lot of great products, both a sugar-free sugar formula and a sugar-free formula as well. I like their latest flavors they came out with. We've talked about them for weeks on the show, but they are so very good. The Firecracker and the Rainbow Sorbet on the sugar-free side. Rainbow Sorbet is up there, is one of my new favorite flavors now. Shout out Lemon Lime as well. But if you want to go check out all their flavors they have available, head over to liquidiv.com. Use promo code Mafia_Moffitt. Yeah, Mafia_Moffitt at checkout, and you're going to get 20% off and free shipping. That sounds like something else right now, bro. Dude,
sorry, did you hear that?
Beautiful. Yeah, we could hear the pour in. I loved that.
Yeah.
Dude, I just got transported to close my eyes, and I went to like the movie
The
Mummy
beaches of
with Brendan
Fiji.
Fraser.
You just feel the sand falling through your fingers.
Remember the Mummy when it's like all those like beetles and like they're like moving through the sand and stuff like that?
Very different place from where I took it. But anyways, shout out to Liquid IV. Brandon's gonna make his as he does every weekend on the show. He just decided not to mute himself tonight, so we're getting the ASMR section of that. Love that.
I needed that, honestly.
One more time, 20% off and free shipping. Head over to liquidiv.com. And our next sponsor up tonight, we have NECTR Energy, NECTR.energy, the awesome little neurotropic and caffeine pouch. It's great, love it. They've started making some other new products that are available on their website. So I know we've been talking about the pouches for a while, but they do also have some supplements they're starting to come out with. So go check those out as well. But one more time, their website, nectar.energy, NECTR.energy. It's a little weird URL. I don't know where the .energy domain comes from, but hey, that's awesome. Glad you guys got that. Yeah, we love them. They make a lot of great flavors. They're all available online, so go check them out and get buy two, get one free with your first order using promo code MafiaProductions. So all one word, Mafia Productions over there. You're gonna get a free can. Try out a couple different flavors, see which one's your favorite, and grab some more. All right, and lastly, our last sponsor tonight is Welts Clothing. Weltsclothing.com. That's where you're gonna head over if you want to get some more information about all their apparel options. gonna be seeing these guys more. I always say down there in Texas, but now it's here in Texas. Hell yeah, yeehaw! I'll fit right in. But yeah, Wells Clothing, we love them down here. There's some cool guys doing cool things in the sports. Also making some awesome limited edition apparel that comes out every week or every month on the first Wednesday of the month, which is known as Welts Wednesday. So head over to their website, check out some of the stuff that they have available. New drops come every month. So yeah, every first Wednesday of the month, guys. All right. Oh, and lastly, at Wells Clothing, use code FTS to save some money. All right. Well, Brandon, first and foremost, we got to talk about your injury because
fucking cripple.
Yeah, dude. So I don't even know what happened. I saw a story where you posted a story of you in the pits for Storm with a sling on, and then I asked what happened, and you said wait till Tuesday, and I said bitch because I want to know what happened to my best friend. So Brando Baird, what's going on, buddy?
Dude, it was God, that sucked. So it was during our newbies game, our last game. I think.
Have you guys played newbies at every event this year?
I think
Definitely,
times,
definitely at least 3 for sure.
Just keep putting you in the same bracket. God damn it.
Damn it. But we were
Makes us better.
Yeah. But it was they were long points. We were up 2-1 going into the fourth point, and I was supposed to run to the Dorito corner. And all weekend, every time I went to that corner, I went gun up. Even at practice against Impact, NYX, like
I can make it to the corner gun up against Impact.
No. Like the fact that
flex.
The paint was never there. It like
yeah. No one's really shooting for that lane.
Yeah, for all 5 teams that we played that layout on, paint wasn't there. Even when it did come over, like I could read it, run around it, and I was shooting the shooter off the break. So every time gun up, and there's one time I'm like, I'm just gonna run gun down. I'm gonna get there. Like, make sure I survive, burn some time off. I'm just gonna get there. And I threw on an extra pod. We're gonna kill the clock.
Long point.
I do that. I run out there, head up, looking, and I dive, and my arm is just too far extended out, and it just all my weight on that arm, and I heard a crunch, and I just outwardly yelled, ah! I yelled, and I got up, and as soon as I stood up, I instant pain in my shoulder, and I grabbed it. I grabbed it with my left arm. I'm like, oh fuck, I fucked up. So I'm like, all right, but I'm gonna play this point. I gotta play this point with one hand. So I'm like, rapping, I'm shooting and whatnot, and then I try to make a move on the inside. I get shot, whatever. But yeah,
we don't want to talk about that part.
Nah. But I'm hobbling. My groin was hurting too, but I'm hobbling off, and like I have it like across my chest because it fucking hurts. It was screaming, and I couldn't. It hurt to move. Didn't hurt to the touch, but it hurt moving it. So that was the last point I played for the tournament. And
was that Friday or Saturday? I
don't know.
Saturday.
That was our last
okay.
game. Yeah, that was our last. I think we only played 2 more points after that, but that was our last game.
Well, good timing at least. You got your money's worth.
Yeah, jeez. But I don't know. It sucked. It's better now. We got the sling Saturday night. Because again, it just hurt. Sunday, I woke up.
I made him get it.
Yeah. Hatch was adamant on it. And
Hatch is so proud of him right there.
Take care of my boy.
Yes, you could see it. He was like, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, he kept saying like, hey, we gotta get your sling. I was like, nah, it's all right. And then Cedar made me like a makeshift sling out of a sweater. And Hatch walks over. He goes, "We're getting you a sling. If like I'll walk over there right now. We're at dinner. He's like, I'll walk over to the store and get you a sling." I was like, no, we'll go afterwards. So we went afterwards. He was looking out for me. Yeah, but Sunday I woke up and it was just sore.
Hatch just being like, "Bye guys, I'm getting a sling." Just walking out of dinner.
Oh, honestly, with how long that shit took, I probably could have made it back. I could have gone there and back and there and back, and would have been food.
Yes, you could have. You could have had 2.
Could have done a couple trips. Hey, you guys need something else?
Raviolis, mid.
Nah, not even that.
Not
high.
God's frisbees.
No. But Sunday was sore, and I was working the pits for Storm without it for the first half of the day, and then it was hurting, so I put it on. So I had it on for the rest of the day. But after that, Monday. I went back to work today. I mean, it's not as bad. I kind of put it on for the show, but I got it checked out by a doctor today, and he said nothing. Doesn't seem like anything is torn or anything. Nothing serious, unless it doesn't progress in a good way over the next week. If it does, then I'll walk into the doctor's office. They'll take some images and stuff. But yeah, like I have full range here. I'll take it off.
God damn it! He didn't even need it. He fucking pulled the prank on me getting into this show.
For the skit.
Yeah, I have full range of motion. It's a little sore.
All right, well that's good to hear.
Yeah,
so nothing too bad. Didn't blow the rotator cuff.
No, that's what I was so concerned with. So I haven't had a major injury yet. I've pulled some stuff. I had some nagging issues, but when that happened, I was like, fuck, this is the one. God damn it.
Nah, that ain't the one. You'll recover.
No,
I'll be
Dude.
fine.
Just gotta get physical therapy and you'll be fine.
No, dude, I was practicing my reffing stuff. I could do it. I could ref.
Oh,
I could ref this
yeah,
weekend.
yeah. 15 reps each of. Get him out. Get him out. Player, get out. Player, get out.
I think
and then tomorrow
one of
I'm
the
gonna
biggest
practice throwing the
benefits.
flags.
One of the biggest benefits of your job, Brandon, is that you could go and just be like, "Hey, fellow colleague doctor, does this look right to you?"
Yeah. It's good. I was
God
like,
damn it. Dude, that'd be like $200 copay for me. Fuck you, bro.
dude, just to ask if it's okay. Yeah. I even went to the medic tent there at the event. It took me a while to find her. But I finally
say?
this bitch.
Oh no.
Dude,
Dang,
I walked
sad
in.
to hear.
Respect our first responders
she was
here
so nice
from the
when she talked to me.
sidelines.
very
Brandon
nice.
Baird is speaking his own opinion.
Dude, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, I walk in, I'm like, hey, I hurt my shoulder. I tell her how I hurt it, and she goes, okay. She like starts rubbing it, and she goes, does this hurt? I'm like, no, it doesn't hurt palpating it, nothing. Like I could fucking hit it and nothing. It doesn't hurt there. It just hurts, in certain rotations and moving it and stuff. And she goes, okay, and she like rolls up my sleeve, and I have a hit on the back of my shoulder. That it was like fresh. When she saw it, she goes, oh, maybe it's bruising from this bruise. I'm like, all right, you're at a goddamn PayPal event. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
She
Like,
first day.
Yeah. And she goes, here, I have some bio for you. So I'm like, you just put it on me. I'll go. I'll talk to a doctor.
God damn it, Brandon. You became a Karen about one thing, about a fellow medical practitioner.
Dude, I just wanted I wanted something to be like, I don't know. Just I wanted confirmation of like, no, no rotator. It wasn't dislocated, or maybe it dislocated, but it reset. I wanted something like that. But
You would know if it's dislocated.
I know. Yes, if it was fully dislocated, I wouldn't have range of motion.
Yeah.
But if it popped out and then popped back in by itself, then I want to know.
Yeah. Well, and even if it does that, there was someone I knew back in the day who had their ligaments were fucked, so it would pop out at times. Mm-hmm. And even when they put it back in, the next 2 weeks they'd have super bad bruising all around it because you tear everything out, everything's getting pulled in ways it's not supposed to. It's not a fun process.
That's rough.
Oh no. But
well, speaking of dislocations, one awesome clip that came out from the event. Did you guys see the NYX player who had to pop his knee back in?
Yeah, that was
such
cool.
an amazing reel. I love the conversation on that of Thomas just at first thinking he's out of paint and then being like, "Oh, your knee's out of place. Okay, just look inside, buddy."
There was a split second of thought process where it was just like, oh
fuck,
gotcha.
All right.
It's like, okay.
Dude,
I got it.
And then you saw the moment when the adrenaline took over, because when he gets it back in, you kind of hear that little that fucking hurt grunt, and then that let's go baby, I'm back, and that's oh, there's the adrenaline. You're gonna feel that in about 20 minutes, but you're good
for
right
sure.
now.
Once that match is over and your endorphins are no longer running,
Oh,
you're
God.
gonna be oh yikes,
Give me
maybe
some
I should
ice,
put a
bro.
brace on this bad boy or something, So
Yeah, no, that was a great clip that came out from the weekend. I don't want to what would that be, miscontribute it, but I think Yosh took that. It was on Empire, which is Core, which Yosh Designs is doing the stuff for. So if he did, shout out. If he didn't, sorry, my bad. Just trying to give my boy some love.
Yeah, I saw him this past weekend. It was great seeing him. Great seeing all the media guys.
Yeah, I hate you guys. I miss all of them. I was every time I saw them on the live stream, I would text them, be like, "Hey man, you look good on the field." Wish I was out there with them. Shout out to Sam. Saw him a lot. All on media. He was chilling on the pro field. That was cool. Probably got some cool shots. I know Damage are his boys, so that was probably really hype for him to be around for all of that.
I definitely saw some fire pictures of Keith this past weekend. Like even like day
yeah.
one before even like the finals were like Sunday even was the thing. There were some fire pictures of Keith.
Everyone was still fresh. I mean, yeah, dude, it was, I guess, getting into the event a little bit. Obviously, if you paid attention to paintball, Tampa Bay Damage won the NXL Windy City Major. Shout out to them. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I mean, dude, there was a lot of great games on the pro field. I mean, fuck, ML Kings beating Fit in overtime, and then the game after that, Fit beating Dynasty. Like, that doesn't happen in paintball. There hasn't been many circumstances where like you'll have such kind of variation in the teams. So yeah, there was a couple great examples of that this weekend. Shout out to Uprising, bro. Gotta give them their respect because they played very fucking well. Dude, Mark,
my dog Mark. Yep.
Mark, bro,
he
go
was
feast,
it,
man. Dude, he was feeling himself on Sunday. I talked to him a little bit after the event. He actually really thinks they could have won that overtime point. He was talking to me about some stuff that kind of happened for them, like the breakout wise. They were supposed to do something a little different. But yeah, I mean, cards fall where they fall. Top 8 is still great. Probably keeps them in the pro league for sure. So hell yeah, congratulations,
Absolutely.
boys.
That was what they needed. A Sunday appearance like that. That is what they needed.
And not just Sunday, up past the wild card too. So that's a lot of points. Same for Fit. That definitely helps them out a lot with their season point ranking.
With Fit now, I think they're 9th overall. We have a chance to see Fit and Blastcamp playing the pro field
because they're big enough brackets. Yeah. So yeah, they're because it's like 1st through 4th are the A seed, 2nd through or 5th through 8th are the next, and then so if you're further enough away, then you could potentially get into the same bracket. So
all right.
Yeah,
I'd love to see some of that.
World Cup run back 1 year later to the day.
Dude, that would be
beautiful.
So good. Who you guys got for that?
Fit.
Oh, Fit.
Yep.
They just beat Dynasty twice. I'm sorry. Like Blastcamp, don't get me wrong. They have gained a lot of respect from me this year. They definitely are playing a lot better paintball.
Before Fit did technically.
They did. No, they 100% did. They're just a little more inconsistent. They've had some worse placings, but dude, like all year they've been kind of pulling upsets out and making these really competitive close games. So hey, I mean, credit where credit's due. Shout out to Blastcamp. Got to give it to them.
Yeah, but right now Fit is living in Dynasty's nightmares. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Dragon Slayers. Like, dude, make the merch
straight
boys.
Up,
ship it and print it. It's gonna do well.
They are that match was a great one to watch for Paintball IQ. Those guys, both those teams are playing so well. I mean, I guess Dynasty, their record didn't really reflect it, but I thought, they were playing really high IQ paintball, right? I forgot what match it was.
I mean, they're never going to play bad. It's just every other team is
whoever
that
plays
good
better
now
than
too.
Dynasty right at that moment.
Yeah, and it does happen, but you can never say they looked bad because usually they may have some bad points where maybe the breakout gets fucked or some random shit. It's paintball, but for a majority of the time they make the right decisions at the right time. Sometimes it's just too late. A team's already got more ground than you're expecting. They're setting a trap for you. Yada yada yada. The list goes on.
Absolutely. Dynasty's one of those teams where it's like, if you win the breakout on them, makes it way easier to play. That's just paintball in general, but especially against Dynasty.
If you play 90% of your points as 5v4s, you're going to win the game. That's just how it works. Because even if they win a couple of those, you're still playing, way more time about body. But yeah. No, there was a couple low body swings this event, but nothing too crazy. I was trying to think back to the pro games. I don't remember seeing any 2-on-4s or something be turned around. I know there was a 1-on-3 potentially or something like that. I cannot fully remember. There was so much paintball. It all kind of blended together this weekend. Dude, saw the boy Brody. He was playing, and I think he got into a one-on-one. And didn't win it, but shout out Brody, he's out there, on the pro field.
What?
So
who I did
former
get to meet,
FTS guest.
I got to meet Papa Louie. I was walking around in the pro pits, and he walked up to me and he goes, "Dude, thank you so much for having it." And I'm like, "You're Papa Louie," right? Shaking his hand, got a big old firm handshake, and it was just cool talking to him for a moment. Kind of getting to reminisce. Obviously, as a guy who has a mom who's very supportive in, one of those parents that supports the game, it's nice to see that other people have that.
Yeah.
You know,
I was 100% expecting him to go down dead dad joke there, Brandon. Were you expecting the same?
I was thinking about
it. Such a setup for that.
I was thinking about it.
Put it past him.
Yeah, because that's your usual go-to in moments like that.
I can't have that happen. I can't let that be my go-to. You know, I gotta like mix it up where I bring it in out
I
of
sent
nowhere.
you that reel, and now it's called you out, and you're like, "Fuck, God damn it, I do that all the time."
You know, I do. You know what? I did forget that you sent me that reel, but yeah, I do that. You know, it's okay though. Okay, speaking of like paintball parents, you know, one that is awesome. One of my personal favorites, Oliver, the Pod Godin. Shout out to Steve for that nickname, right? So I think Oliver is one of those guys where when he was on Impact and we talked to him for a little bit, right? Dude, we had a genuine connection with the guy. One time he came and he came over, helped us pit when we really needed it.
With the legendary quote.
Yep. Just win.
Yes.
There you go. A little slow,
Right?
but we got there.
And straight up, let me tell you, it was awesome because when Sacramento Storm was in the finals, right? Oliver was in the finals with X Factor, right? Because that match was getting played right after. Mm-hmm. So, dude, he came over to our pits and was like giving her like words of encouragement, like basically like because she was nervous, right? She was nervous to be on the pro field for the first time, and
is that most of the girls' first time on the pro field? I don't think any of them.
I think everybody except for Michelle.
Yeah,
it was their first time.
She's never been on the pro field, but she's
on the premiere.
Yeah,
yeah. Pro field's different, bro. Like you guys know, when you play when you won that D3 event, you know it's different. It is. It's bigger.
Sure.
There's more room. Like it takes longer to get to the box. There's it's
way
definitely a different feel over there.
Especially when you're on the far side, where you got to go all the way behind the goobers that you're playing against. That shit takes forever, but I like that setup. Makes it better for the crowd. But yeah, he came over, like Oliver got in, came over to our pits, and I got some fire photos.
Yes, he did.
Dude, some good ones.
Fire
Definitely
photos
show him of Oliver talking to Cedar's wife, Yvonne.
Oh, okay.
Right? And dude, it's like, obviously I ain't no Dan Shelley, you know what I'm saying? Right? But for me, and I know the story behind that, right? I was like, man, this one was going to resonate with the boys because obviously we care about Oliver and Oliver cares about us. You know, he's willing to come over here and spend time before his son plays to come help us just because we were with him in the pits for a year. Just an overall great guy.
He's the father you never had.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got there. Eventually, we get there.
Yep.
High five.
Boom.
Yep. There we go.
Thank you. Someone had to say
those. We hit those.
Come on, Rando, where are you at?
I will.
Sleeping on the job, like always.
I will say.
Shout out Swartz Cable. Your comment was 100% true. He doesn't talk the second we hit the record button.
Shut up. Fuck you, Schwartz. I will give credit to Hatch though. All weekend he was on his like his media. Damn, how do I say this?
Media grind?
Yeah, his media grind. Yeah,
I will say he was inspired. Yeah, he was taking some reels for the FTS account. Yep. You know, got the Austinoni shout out. Love that. Yep. Like, yeah, yo, I have to, on the show. Yeah, a little round of applause. Let me see if I have the right button. Nope, it's not even working right now. That's cool. Fucking sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, round of applause for the boys.
Did the plane just land? Hell yeah, getting standing ovations.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, Hatch, you were making some dope shit this weekend. So yeah, appreciate that, man. Obviously, I was a little tied up with everything, so that was cool. We were still able to get some stuff out. You know, a little piece of content, nothing big, nothing impressive, but hey,
and we got more.
It's cool to get those little updates.
We got more to come. I definitely got some cool shit. So
shout out HK. They reposted the little, I'm ready clip with Brandon too. We do have to teach you. Cut out the first half second when Brandon's like, "Are we ready?" All right.
I try to time it perfectly.
Go into photos. Or just do it as a video. Go into photos, clip that part down. You're good to go. Little crop, little trim, bada bing. We're beautiful. Won't get too much into technical shit on the show, but yeah, man. No, I appreciate that a lot. It was dope. You were making some shit out there.
Yeah, definitely. I got honestly some really good photos. Honestly, I got one that could straight up be in a Great American Paintball ad. Straight up, it's so fucking good, and it's that good. Let me tell you, it's that good.
All right, I want to see it. I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you will. Just wait till we press unrecord. That shit's going your way. But dude, the event overall was really, honestly, a high quality event. Weather was nice the whole time. Little hot.
No,
but
no,
hey,
no.
this is the
no.
first Chicago in like 2.5 years or something, 2-3 years that it didn't rain, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't that high. It was beautiful. It was like 85 degrees.
Let me tell you, the
Oh, it's
grass,
beautiful.
dude. The grass held up fantastic.
Dude, shout out Gaelic Park, bro. They really are one of the
Dude.
best venues we go to. Like, even when it gets fucked on like the rain times, it's, hey, I mean, you know,
It
they
recovers.
can't fully predict that, but yeah, no, shout out to Gaelic Park. It's definitely one of my favorite venues.
I agree, and dude,
It just sucks to not buy anything.
It brings me to that time when we sat there. The very first time ever we did a live episode, right?
Yep.
And we were sitting
radar
in the
dish
field.
in the back.
God damn, dude. Shout out to that radar dish.
Hatch is having a flashback right now. He
I
does
am.
a full
I'm just like-
Vietnam
I'm just
stare,
like- I'm just like thinking of like the in my mind whenever I see it spinning around, I'm like that one meme where it's like around the world and around the world.
if that's not a like perfect representation of your brain, bro, I don't know what is.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I mean, come
Yes,
on.
sir. Yes, sir.
There's just a squirrel up there doing one thing at a time, and most of the time it's singing around the world.
Yeah, straight up, dude. You know, another thing that was awesome about Chicago, just the event in general, I thought that the games were pretty on time, you know, for everything. I felt like everything was ran really... Maybe that's because there wasn't a live stream on the semi-pro field, but, dude, everything, like, there was no lateness. Like, I honestly couldn't think of a single complaint from this event.
That's good. No, yeah. Shout out Tommy. Shout out the NXL Ops crew. I mean, yeah, we love hearing that. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Dude, shout out. Well, we're giving shout outs to the league. Shout out Jason Trojan. This was a fantastic layout, man.
Dude, I let
mean,
him know at the end of the event.
Yeah,
I shook his
from a
hand and I was like-
spectator
I was like,
standpoint, this was
fantastic event.
It was so much fun to watch on the live stream. There was some amazing games that were played. Brandon's about to get killed by an axe murderer. Go check on that, buddy. Yeah, there was some awesome things, games that were being played, including that what was it, 16-point game from X Factor and Russian Legion, 15 points, 16 points, something like
Dude,
that.
that was awesome.
Fucking absolutely crazy. I mean, I wish that would have been an awesome game if it was like point for point, because X Factor always had kind of like that couple point lead. It was like, okay, are they gonna do it? Oh, they won a point. Oh, they lost the next one. Are they gonna win the next one? Oh, they lost that point. So like, it was a little, you know, not as hype as it could be, but overall, dude, an awesome weekend of games. There's a lot of upsets, like we were kind of mentioning earlier. Yeah, dude, it was a blast. It was a great layout. Shout out to Jason for that.
I agree. I thought the layout at times could call for very, very fast points, but dude, the middle, dude, sometimes it was real hard to get to their side in the middle, right? Because at some point you'd have to go to that middle can, and bro, that shit's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
It was funny because that's when I played it digitally a little bit, you know, and I always say a huge caveat because it's not the same thing, but it at least gives you some kind of representation. Dude, I felt like that middle was just death from everywhere. Like, I didn't know how to stay alive up there. And of course, you can't get as tight and digital, and there's all those other things. But and it was kind of cool to see that, you know, like Russian Legion was trying to be really aggressive down the middle early in the event, but that started to go away towards the end of it, towards Sunday Ball. I mean, obviously, when you're down points, desperation points, there's some teams doing that shit. But we really, you know, we saw a little bit of like the snake side wedge started to get used. I know Impact was sending a guy up there usually to watch over the snake.
Yeah.
There was a couple other teams doing stuff like that. But other than that one brick or that wedge, there really wasn't much being played up the center unless it was like closing time point type shit.
Yeah, because at least for me, whenever I would hear that someone was in that wedge, I'm just like, all right, let me just slowly work my way into the snake Rito, crawl to the 50, and just annihilate this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Because there you could not hide unless if you're in the snake, if like you have a guy in the snake and you're in that 50 snake Rito, dude, that guy is done times two.
The 50 snake you're talking about, right? Or the 50 snake Rito is done.
That anybody in the center basically is done.
Oh, I got what you're saying now. Okay.
When it spreads so wide like that, dude, I was just, if someone was there, they could not survive.
They would have to try to get back. Yeah. I mean,
They would either have to try to like live behind their gun and fight me, but then at that point, the guy in the snake's just gonna crawl down because at that point no one's looking down on him.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, he's free reign at that point because no one can really watch the tape. No one can kind of like the god didn't really hold that inside really. Like there's like maybe a couple spots you could sneak a ball into, but if they were getting close to your side, you're not seeing them.
I would say that little god bunker, that mini W, that was good. as long as they didn't go wide on the Dorito side. That could hold the wide body, but other than that, it wasn't really that good.
It wasn't
and then if they got up the Dorito side, like even to what, like D1, D2, they could start.
At that point, you might as well get in the snake and really start trying to hit your sneaky shots. Because at least for me, there were times where I got in the snake, right, and I'd look across, and obviously I could see that the guy is there, right, but they could just hide so good over there.
Yeah.
Right. Honestly, I felt like I was all over. Me and Brando were all over the place this weekend. Yeah. We played on every part of the field except the middle.
Like we just said.
Yep.
No.
And
and I wanted to transition this into another side of the topic, which is like spots you could survive very well in. I know we have people who are going to be playing this layout in upcoming events. Dude, the Dorito side, those first couple Doritos, the corner and that like D2 or whatever you guys called it, you could survive in there pretty well. You could get kind of dug in there.
Yeah.
At least, yeah, if that's a spot you're kind of crossing it up from towards the end. Speaking of, that's, shout out Cyrus. Cyrus and Thomas Kim had a one-on-one during the Fit and Aftershock game, which destroyed my heart because I love both those boys so much. And Thomas Kim is an amazing 1v1 battler, and he showed it. He was able to bait Cyrus into leaving that Dorito, and once he did that, it was kind of like, ooh, now this is like a 60-40 fight and not like a 70-30 that it just was, and trying to take the little advantage. I mean, to Cyrus's credit, he was chilling there for a long time, and eventually he was like, no one's come, no one shot their gun, I'm just gonna start running now. Like, are they trying to delay time? Like, he started to second guess himself. But I mean, Thomas had some amazing, like, very creative not retreats, but just repositioning on that field, like, baiting him into a gunfight and then instantly getting out into another bunker where you can get the drop on him.
High IQ tactical moves.
Yeah, I mean,
right. And the Cyrus, he was in, besides that one, I think he was in 2 or 3 other one-on-ones.
Yeah.
And he was in the Doritos. So, dude, he knew those angles very, very well.
Yeah, for sure. And the problem was then he got up to the 50, and then he just kind of got stuck there because then he had those 2 gaps on the side of him, and it's like,
once he sees you move through one, it's like, all right, that guy's going to reposition and get to like a way better position to fight.
Exactly.
You,
so it was kind of, and not, like I said, not all kind of his fault when you're by yourself. It's like, he didn't even know Thomas was alive for like the first 30 seconds of it. So yeah, definitely a crappy situation. But yeah, no, if you want to go back, watch that point. That is an excellent example of how to one-on-one gunfight. Thomas does a great job there. But yeah, Cyrus made it tough. It was a nice ass battle. The other, I think it was in the Dynasty game when he very much wanted that penalty called. I think Verbal posted a clip of it, but he just guns down Chris.
Should have gotten it.
And then
motherfucker is cowering like this
out
and shooting a round off into his arm. Are you serious?
Did it spin though?
I know, but he got. I mean, that's playing on. He got fucking 10 shots at the dome before he got one off.
I mean, all right. That's a good way to look at it.
I mean, that's how I would look at it if I'm like a ref. Right, where he's like on the ground, like where he's already like.
It would have been a gross major if Fatch was the ref.
I wouldn't say gross major because, dude, you'd have to go fucking crazy.
All right, you guys are playing 2 bodies next point. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, hey, if you're a Sepul team, dude, try to wipe on me. I fucking dare you. I'll throw it if I have to. But
he will. He's not scared.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it was actually pretty funny talking about one of our games. I guess it's a quick jump ahead, but we're coming back. I think we technically got a gross.
We're gonna jump everywhere.
We technically got a gross major.
We did get a gross
this
major
past weekend.
Yeah.
That was absolute fucking bull honky.
All right, who got it? I don't know. I know nothing about this. Marv. All right, 100% deserved.
So Marv was like, no way, bro. This was so bad,
love you,
bro.
Marv.
Well, honestly,
continue.
I can't tell how bad. I can't truly tell how bad it was because I was in the point.
I will.
But I come back from getting roasted.
Here, I'll tell it real quick because
yeah, Brandon, talk your shit. Let's go, bitch.
So
right.
I don't think I was in the point, but I'm watching Marv right in front of us in the pit. Marv gets into the snake one, starts shooting down the wire to help Caden move up, and he's telling Caden to move, and he's got dominance all day, and he goes to load a pod, and as he's finishing up loading the pod gets shot, and it like gets shot, and it like falls to the side of him, and the ref yells hit, and he looks at the ref and immediately puts his hand up. The same hand that was potting, that was loading, like immediately puts his hand up, doesn't shoot, looks at the ref, and then stands up. And another ref.
To Marv's credit, he does that shit because like he's played on the pro side. If someone's pointing at you, just get the fuck out. It's not worth pulling another body. So yeah, he's not the type of guy that once he's called out, it's okay. You got me. Well, okay.
He is not arguing.
No, and then the chrono ref that wasn't even yelling hit, like just throws a major, and we had 4 bodies alive. That was including Marv. So Marv gets hit, pulls the 3 remaining bodies, pulls all 3. Like,
if anything, it's a minor. Like if it's any penalty, it should just be a minor.
You know, like what the fuck?
He didn't even change the outcome of the game in any kind of possible way.
It was so quick. Who was in our pit? The Clutch City Oilers were getting ready to play after us, so they were in our pits too, and they all were like, "What the fuck was that?" It was like, yeah,
respect. You know, it's bad when other teams are like, "Ooh, shit."
The Oilers. Those guys are some. I love the guys in the Oilers. Christian on that team, that's my boy.
You love the Oilers. Good to know.
Yeah, those are some really. That is formerly the Cyclones.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Right. So obviously I have some friendships on that team. Those guys are great paintball players, and they know what bullshit looks like. Right. And so talking to them after, they're like, dude, they were like, when we lost that game, they were, exhaling big with fucking shocker eyes. They were like, that was a crazy because that call cost us the match.
I think that point, because it pulled the rest of the team, I think they tied it up with that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like
what I was saying earlier with the if anything it should be a minor. I wasn't saying it even is a penalty, but like he didn't like where's the gross major? He wasn't trying to cause harm to someone. He wasn't cheating. If it hits your pod and you drop it because you're literally dropping it, yes, you're technically out, but that's not like trying to wipe. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, and I thought I was cool with that ref. I made a peaky promise with that guy that he wouldn't let me fucking chrono. He said, dude, I go on the field and I shoot like 289 or some shit, like perfect, like 289. And I'm like, psh, it's going to stay like that, ref. You don't even got to chrono me, right? And he goes, you promise? I go, psh, pinky promise. Motherfucker made me, he goes, pinky promise. I extended my pinky out to him and he wrapped his pinky around me.
Yep.
And he was like, all right, sweet, don't have to chrono. And the next point, I'm like, you made a pinky promise? He goes, I'll lose my job. And I'm like, God damn it, bro. So bro still chronoed me.
Gave you guys a gross major. Didn't upkeep the pinky promise. Man, you're a hoe. I'm sorry. Man's a hoe.
Dude, that hurt me.
Yeah.
Pinky promises are sacred, dude.
That's true, bro. You don't break that shit.
Dude,
look, when nothing else is real in life, if you make a pinky promise, you gotta live by that shit.
That is dishonor.
That's some. I was gonna say it's some Elden Ring honor level type shit.
Like, dude, that's like not even bowing in the duel. That is
some Yakuza type shit. Like, we have made a deal. We will live by the terms of the deal.
Yes, that's my style. Undying loyalty, But
well, fuck yeah, bro. So you guys ended up losing that game. Which match was that? Which one did that happen?
Was that the
Texas Demolition. No, that was
Texas Demolition. Yeah,
that was our first match on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, bruh.
And you were 0-3 at that point, so.
Yep. And let me just say, right, so when it came to like being Mr. Worldwide with me and Brando, right? I would say Marv didn't struggle, right? But I would say he definitely, in his mind, he thought he was struggling, so he's like, dude, sit me, right? Which it truly does take a good player to realize where it's like, all right, I am not helping my team right now in any kind of way. Put someone else in that will. Right.
I've seen Marv do that before too. He's been like, I'm just getting fucked. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. He's like, Marv is very good when it comes to realism of it, without a doubt.
Those times when you just can't buy a kill and you just get dinked on everything, and you're like,
yep.
All right, I'm just gonna say, guys, like, please put someone else
exactly.
out there.
He's like, all right, if I'm just gonna headbutt paintballs, someone else can do it a little bit better. Right?
And those days suck too, because sometimes it's not even your fault. Like, they just have you keyed in off the break, and you're just like, oh fuck. Well, I gotta play 1 point out of 5. All right, I hope that's a good one.
Yeah. So then he switched me instead of being the attacker on the Dorito side. He switched me as the 2 on the Snake side behind Caden, and we really started
getting. And the twins powered up.
Dude, we really did start getting some success there. I'm not even gonna lie.
Gay duo.
I think the first 3 points, I shot
Shout
it
out
off the
SNL.
break.
Yeah.
Shout out SNL.
Okay. Yeah, because the ambiguously gay duo, that's from SNL. It was an old skit back in like the early 2010s when they were still funny. But yeah, that's you and Caden for sure. Ambiguously gay duo. You look the same, you act the same, and I would not be surprised if someone, you know, is doing a little funny business out every now and then.
No, it's funny. Me and him.
It's funny. I don't know if that's the right answer, bro.
No, we tell.
Pause.
I'm at the point where me and Caden just tell each other when people are like, "Are you guys brothers?" We're just like, "Yep."
Oh, so you're just lying. All right, hell yeah.
It's not really lying, you know. It's like okay, genuinely. When you guys say who are some of your brothers, I would definitely say you guys. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that, Hatch.
Maybe
if
that's
someone
maybe
asked
that's
who
an
my
only child
brother
thing.
is, I would say my brother Cody. That would be who I say.
Wow,
I
this guy.
wouldn't mention you guys. Now, if it's like people I love, hell yeah, Hatch, Brando.
Maybe it's an
Derek
only child
Edwards.
thing.
Yeah,
Maybe it's an only child thing.
I hate to say it, but I think it is a little bit of that.
I
But at
must-
the
I
same
must
time, I get it though.
fill the
You
void.
just want siblings, so yeah, you just make your friends your siblings. Which
Yup.
also is probably not the healthiest relationship strategy, but I'm not a therapist. We can move on.
Fuck therapy. This is why we have a podcast.
Yeah, we just talk shit.
This is your therapy.
You know? And-
Females have
exactly.
Taylor Swift in therapy. We have Joe Rogan in podcasts. All right.
Yep, exactly. And one thing that I liked about playing with Caden is, dude, he had genuine, like, undying trust in me. When I was like, dude, go. He didn't even stop for a second. Right?
Yeah.
And
And the 3 times he got bunkered out, I said, I'm sorry, bro. You know, I just looked back at Dorito's side at the wrong time.
no, there were times. Let me tell you, there were times where, if you're in the snake, it is a one-man duel in there. And
Oh,
you-
yeah,
and you are
'cause
playing crafty.
Unless you're also in the snake one, you can't really see down the tape or really kind of help out your boy.
Exactly right. And
Unless they get big, you know, try to make a run, highway run, you know, snake
Exactly,
run,
which
something like that.
which I mean, dude, in semi-pro, nobody's fucking doing that bullshit. No
Nope.
one's gonna randomly jump the highway just to get one body, just to maybe get one body and then get fucking blown up.
No, bro, fucking Ivan Gonzalez and Chris Caputo are just gonna get on their belly and just do some crazy shit in the snake because that's what they do. Shout out
Exactly,
those boys.
and that was exactly what was happening all weekend. Is it was a constant fucking fight where, I mean, one thing that I would like to do is when I got to the snake, I would go to like that snake like 3 area and like lay down and kind of watch that inside route to where if he did try to come to our side, I would just have him deer in headlights. You know what I'm saying? And which I think that was one of my biggest weaknesses when it came to me playing in the snake, where because I was respecting my body too much since I wasn't the one, you know. I was respecting my body too much. I'm like, okay, we already lost Caden. Caden already did his damage, but now I'm in the snake and someone else and their 2 filled the snake. So I was respecting my body too much instead of being like, all right, fuck it.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, go get him
I
out
need
of
to
the
go
snake.
get this guy. I need to go get this guy and trust everybody else to clean up.
No, that's what you should be doing. If you're if your one dies, get in there and take up the attack again. Because
Exactly.
worst case, you take him out of the snake, then it's a 33, and hopefully you guys are in better positions.
Exactly. And the thing is, right? I trust my guys to handle a 3-on-3 any
Yeah, play with
fucking
the
day of
chaos.
the week, right? As long if it's both, if the snake's cleared out, dude, it makes the game. I don't really know. More difficult, less difficult.
I would say less difficult if you clear the snake out. Like, if you're able to pick up on it, because that's the thing. If you don't know that information, then it can be exploited against you. But like, if you have a guy looking that way and he sees your 2 run someone down, then he can swing out during all that chaos and take advantage of the open wire.
Yeah, I would trust Paul as our 3 versus
Yep.
any other 3 there. Like,
Shout out Paul.
Yeah,
Paul.
Paul was
won.
playing. Paul was playing good.
Paul
Paul
was
won
playing
2
lights out.
3-on-1s this past weekend.
Of course he did.
Fucking nasty. And
Doesn't surprise me. He's Paul.
And let me just say, dude, that was straight, like, it was like watching a game of fucking Valorant, where they were giving him 3 separate one-on-ones, all running at him, holding W. And he was just like, boink, oh shit, 2-on-1, boink, oh shit, 1-on-1. And then the other guy would just, like, be forced into, like, because
Now he's a 1v1.
Yep, I love-
advantage is gone.
Exactly, right? I love playing Paul in one-on-ones because he's so fucking good. One, he has a fucking solid foot on me, so I can't play bunkers anywhere near as orthodox as I normally do. Right?
Yeah, when he can see over bricks, you can't, advantage there.
Exactly, right? And he's just an overall very good player because he likes to set traps, right?
He's tall Paul, baby.
In the game, he loves to go to the fucking corners, right? He loves getting to a corner where he can kind of like feel it out, see what this guy's doing, see how this
All
guy's
right,
playing.
so if you're playing against ZMG this year, make sure you're shooting for the wide shot because
No, Paul, dude, Paul, there is no adapting to Paul. Paul is the adapter. Paul by
adapts
far
to you.
Exactly.
It's
Paul
like an old 2000 Soviet Russia joke. In Soviet Russia, you don't adapt to Paul. Paul adapt to you.
It's more like, okay, I would say if we're going to kind of by that joke, it's more of a Chuck Norris joke. More of a Chuck Norris joke. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like
I always heard Soviet Russia,
the snake bit Chuck Norris, and then days later the snake died. You know what I'm saying? But
that's a good one. I haven't heard that one in a while either.
Paul's one of those guys where, dude, he genuinely will adapt to every fucking situation. He is one of the smartest paintball players I have ever played with. Seriously.
Very adaptable, very moldable, very demure, very cutesy.
Very.
I don't like that word.
I don't like it either, bro.
Well, what we on FTS like to call groomable,
Yes.
I don't like that. No.
Yes.
No.
Now we're talking.
That one's worse. Somehow we
Groomed
found
to
the worst
perfection.
one.
Groomed to perfection.
What are you looking for, Brandon?
Where's that barrel?
Right. But Paul is a fucking beast.
Oh,
And
God.
I thought that that was a really funny
I don't
point.
think anyone just got that joke. Oh, God.
No,
Okay.
no, that's
All
only-
right.
Thank you.
That's a bad one. I got you, Brandon. Oof.
We're fine. We're rolling. We are rolling.
No, I meant bad as in, like, dark, but it's cool. We're just going to keep moving on.
That's okay. That's okay.
What were you going to say, Hatch? What were you going to say?
Well, now I fucking forgot.
Sorry,
God
bro.
damn it.
You know what we want to talk about? Or what I want to talk about? That
Yeah, let's
jersey
hear it,
that's hanging over your right shoulder. Shout out Jerry Caro. Motherfucker popped off. Easily my favorite play of the weekend. I mean, how could you beat a 5-pack, especially with how beautiful the 5-pack was? Getting the first guy down the highway, diving into the snake, and then no one else was behind him. Got pack. I think he had a gun battle a little for the last one, but yeah, the other 3 were packs. Shout out Jerry. Or actually, no, they weren't packs. I'm an idiot. So this is half the move because he dives into the snake and then gets up so fast that he's able to blow up the other Hurricane Snake player without him having his gun up. So if he did shoot him, it would have been a major. Hell yeah, he'd drawn a major. But he got him clean, so he got a chance to keep running down the field, take some great shots. So yeah, shout out Jerry. Unfortunately, that was like the only highlight from NYX's weekend. It's looking really scary for them heading into the cup. They need to have pretty much an amazing cup performance to be able to stay in the pro league, which would be sad because those were the 2 teams that came in when I came in, and now they're gone, DMG and NYX. So the league keeps turning over. It takes new victims.
To me, it would truly be tragic because in my mind, I cannot see NYX, their current roster, going and playing semi-pro. There's no way that Jerry Carl is playing semi-pro. There's no way that Pat Kraft is playing semi-pro.
Well, yeah, because they'll get picked up by other teams.
Exactly, right? So I would fear that would be like the death of that team, right? Or they would have to go through, go through like a struggle like what we have to go through, right? When DMG got relegated, right? All of them got fucking picked away or left, and now it's a whole new.
The thing I would say to kind of combat that, and why I don't think it would just like dissolve and die, is Bo Milo. That's his team, and he's so dedicated about it. I mean, he's been putting on for it for years. Is that the end of the run? I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question, so maybe he might take a relegation as kind of a sign that it's time to pack up. I don't see that happening because dude loves paintball and he loves NYX, so yeah, I mean, it's there's a lot of questions there about what would happen, but unfortunately that's, and hey, they're still an event to play. They could save themselves from relegation 100%, but the question is now, will they be able to? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a scary feeling, right? Because I remember obviously being around DMG when that whole rumor,
whole rumor,
dude, that
it's
was
not
like
a rumor. It's stats and numbers.
Exactly, that was like
fuck the Latin Saints.
That was a
How
fever
would I
dream.
describe this? That was like saying Voldemort. If you said relegation around the pits or around the capital edge, dude, that was like saying Voldemort.
Is he who shall not be named?
Exactly right, and nobody really wanted to talk about it. And obviously we
interview the guys about it,
right? And obviously when we were the D3,
wonder why they hate me,
right? And when we were the D3 team, obviously we got their fucking fiery fury. Whenever they would go to an event and get shit on, they would go back to the field and shit on us.
Shit on you guys.
Right?
Hard.
And that was exactly how we learned. And that was honestly probably how we learned a lot of fine tuning, right? Is because obviously when you get a team that has nothing to lose and they come and they have the fire, and which they realistically shouldn't even have been relegated, right? Fuck the Latin Saints, you know what I'm saying? But
just had like an assist from the top 10 pros real quick, and then goddamn, I hate that whole situation. So
me
stupid.
too. But it is what it is. It happened.
Continue.
That is a really good way to hone your skills, because obviously those guys are fighting with fucking fire. Those guys are.
Well, yeah, they're desperate. They have nothing left to lose, so it's
Exactly,
then that's always
right.
the most desperate team to fight or desperate time to fight a team. Like people always say, when you go up against an 0-3 team, sometimes maybe it's a team that's not clicking, and they're not understanding the field, yada yada yada. Sometimes it is the most dangerous game, because at that point they're saying fuck it. Like there is no pressure. There's I'm not going to be scared of dying on this move. Because we're already fucking out. So the best I can do now is fuck up your tournament.
Right.
And
so it's
yeah,
like,
people take pride from that.
Look who we had to play against, dude. We had to play against a fucking raged out Dylan Boyum, J-Bo, right? Ashamed out. Like, dude, they were mad. They were mad, dude. Like,
Dylan
right?
just
dude,
now said...
I would be mad
like,
too.
Dylan just about a week ago texted me, said he'd be willing to come back on the podcast, and then you call him a ragehead. So let's shut that down, all right? Let's not get that rumor spread. He's a great father now.
Absolutely. What I'm saying is obviously, right? They were frustrated. They were very frustrated with how that year was going, and it was obviously taken out on us at practice. Obviously, right? I was part of it. It was obvious.
Well,
right? Especially with Marv, right? Marv was on that team too.
You make it sound personal. It wasn't. It was just guys were who they were playing.
I knew it wasn't personal at all.
It could have been gray area D5, but if they were playing them that day, it would have been taken out on them. Like, do you get what I mean? It was just because you guys were always the team that they'd be practicing that next weekend.
Absolutely, right? Because the thing is, it was obviously we weren't the best team in the world, right? But when it came to like local competition, that was like the next divisional team. That was there all the time.
That was always at the field. Yeah.
Right, and that was probably the close enough to the closest competition that they were going to have on an average weekend.
Yeah,
right.
Which also is one of the reasons why it was harder for them to stay in the league when you're practicing a lower divisional team. And
dude, I remember
pro teams are practicing other pro teams.
Getting fucked up by the pro team, and dude, like the knowledge that I was getting, right? And I remember I remember Dylan. I think it was J-Bo actually. Sorry, I got it mixed up for a second. I remember at practice one time. Got a move. I think I shot J-Bo, but then Dylan fucked me up good, and then me and J-Bo were having kind of like a heart to heart where he's like, this is all that needs to happen, for you guys to be successful, right?
Oh, was this the one where he told you to stop? If you don't worry so much about physically hurting someone on the field, you're going to be a great paintball player.
Basically.
Yeah. So he's told this story before. All right, repeat story. We love it, Hatch.
Right. So basically, he was basically telling me. He was basically humbling me. He was basically telling me that I'm not as good as I think I am, and that if I just focused on the game more rather than inflicting pain for a single second, right, I would be a way better paintball player, right? And that really stuck with me, right? Brando, back me up. I don't even overshoot anymore. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Nah, you still get your licks in when you can, but you don't look for it anymore. Like that's the difference. Like if someone's walking off in front of your lane, I'll follow them for a second, but not like.
Look, he did not get an overshooting penalty. He did not get an overshooting warning. Caden got an overshooting warning. So like
because he looks like me, baby. What can I say?
Maybe that was a reason. Actually, I don't know. I'll take back what I was gonna say then. All right, he's still maybe the overshooting guy, but Caden's getting the brunt of it then.
I mean, that's just like the thing being the snake guy,
bro.
that's just part of being the snake guy, sometimes when you just stand up,
I don't see a lot of pros getting overshooting penalties.
No, I mean, dude, sometimes when you stand up out of the snake, dude, you're getting fucking roasted. Sometimes you are getting fucking toasted because obviously the other team wants to make a statement. Yep, the other team obviously wants to make a statement where it's like, all right, let's fucking see if we can mentally phase him for a second, because obviously nobody is like fucking aiming at me, shooting 10 seconds at me, but the entire team is like shifting their guns at me for a single second.
Yeah, everyone gets their one in.
The entire team's shooting at you for 5 seconds. Oh man, that's a lot of paint.
10.5 times 5 times 5. Wait, no, just 1.5. So 50 it's about 52.5 balls. Is that what you think it is? That's
something like that.
Yeah, close.
Basically, right? But one thing that I really miss about the pro team is I really miss playing against Dylan and J-Bo. Like when they came out to the practices, maybe like 6 weeks ago now, and we were practicing them for like a solid weekend. Dude, that was like almost like nostalgia in a way, where there's a lot of the people that we used to see at the field. You know, obviously the old pro squad. Queasy was there, J-Bo was there, Tim Brusselback was there.
Your old game battle buddies got on for one last night of tournament play.
Right, and it was fun, right? Because obviously, I like playing against those guys because obviously tempers flare, and that's what really truly makes people a good player when tempers can flare and you don't crack under pressure.
Dude, Hatch, you make me laugh so much. I really like playing against them because they get angry. I love that. That's my favorite part.
Well, no, because we match energy. We obviously match energy, right?
No,
We're obviously both very intense players.
But Hatch, that's a very Hatch sentence, and I really hope our audience gets what our audience gets what I mean here, because like usually people like playing people because they learn from them, or like, oh, you got a good shot of me there, I see what you did, like, not because emotionally they get angry. So that's my favorite part. Like, I don't know. Please back me up, Brandon, because that's not a normal person thing to say.
That's not even what I'm like meaning. What I'm meaning is, right, like, dude, they were great paintball players, and I thought that at least hearing like their perspective and the way that like they would break down the game, it was very similar to like their mindset is very similar to mine for sure, right? And I like listening to them the way that Dylan and Jabo would talk to each other, right? Obviously that they're brothers, right? So they're not fucking holding any punches, right? So I would always try to listen in on their conversation when it came to them breaking down the game. That's where I was able to learn. The thing is, right? It definitely was they would get angry for sure because they were just mad at each other.
I know. I think I've cracked it. Hatch just really fucking wants a brother, bro.
He wants a brother.
I think I've cracked it.
You got me.
The more we've been talking this episode, I really think that's what it is. He's missing a dad and a father. Oh god, that's a sad life, bro. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh wait. That's what he's
Take it further.
Caden into.
Oh. That's why he calls him his brother. Okay, it's all starting to click.
Holy shit.
You just made a full 100% circle.
Damn, dude. This is therapy for sure. We're learning a lot about myself.
Yeah, no, we got you, bro. This will be about $150. I'll send you the bill later. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Hell no, dude. Use code FTS for 100% discount.
It'll be insurance co-build. You're fine. Just a small copay.
FTS insurance.
Jesus. Yeah, that's.
I ain't paying for it. All right, sorry, but it finally clicked when you were talking, like, just seeing the two brothers be there and playing together. I was like, oh, that is what it is. We got it.
Yeah, because dude, they were pushing each other like past the limits, right? And obviously,
and they did. They went hard at each other,
dude. They were the guys that I looked up to because they were pushing each other so fucking past their limits, right? And I guess that's one thing that I like to. I'm pretty hard on my teammates, right? Like, I'm definitely hard on my teammates when it comes to improving, right? If a guy does a sloppy move, I'm gonna fucking tell him, because if I don't tell him, what kind of fucking teammate would I be?
It's a good point. It's a fair point.
You do. You try to keep everyone accountable.
Right.
Well, I guess we got a couple places we could go. Fuck. So Hatch, you're telling me before the show. I guess we'll go here. You gave away something this weekend. What's the story behind this? You were telling me something about like doing a good deed. No good deed goes unpunished. I mean, since we just broke you down, let's build you back up right now. This is classic therapy 101.
Hell yeah. All right. So let me just say, shout out to Asanoni. The day that the schedules were released, I was looking at the schedules and I'm like, oh shit. The way that our schedules lines up with our D4 squad, we're going to be playing at the same time. We're going to have no help. Right. So it's going to be the Sacramento Storm girls are going to be split, right? And obviously, I fucking hate making them run pods because that shit sucks, right? But let me tell you, they're troopers.
You had a wild card in the boys, Austin fucking Oni.
Yep, exactly. I texted Anthony. I was like, yo, I know you're not here, but text the guys that will. Can you send some guys over, right? And he sent over my big boy Tanner. Let me tell you, that guy was a photo
fucking unit.
I love Tanner. Side note, real quick. The first night I got in Austin, I literally
think Tanner
stayed
and
at his
Two-Ton
place.
are two different people.
No, Two-Ton is the big guy. Yep, Tanner Monson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, is that okay?
Tanner Monson's Two-Ton. Yep.
I didn't know if Two-Ton was his nickname. I didn't call him that.
No, that's his nickname. But yeah, shout out Two-Ton. Literally one of the nicest dude I've ever met. Let me crash in his guest bedroom the first night I was down here. Yeah, no, I already love that guy. Be cool to meet him more. I'm down here.
The guy is a unit, right? And sure as shit, he showed. I saw him on our practice day, and I was like, he was dude, Anthony texted me like, what's up? What you need? And I was like, okay, on Friday we play at this time, and I think we're gonna need some help. And he was like, hell yeah, I'll be there. And sure as shit, he was fucking ultimate pod loader right there, right? And he basically made it to where it was the girls' job was a little bit easier. They wouldn't have to pod. They wouldn't have to run pods, come back, clean it up, repod them, right? To where they would just have to worry about just pod running, right? And dude, he fucking saved our asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
good ass dude.
carrying our paint. Like, he told the girls, like, no. I could carry the same amount of paint as two of you and not take breaks. So like, he's hustling over to grab our paint. And this was Friday
bro.
after they played 4 games on Friday.
Yep, true fucking Texan. If he says he's gonna do something, he will fucking do it to the best of his ability.
Yep. Yeah. So I was like, all right, boys.
Also, I know he listens to the pod, so yeah, what's up, Tanner? Shout out, bro.
Dude, I fucking love Tanner, let me just say. But I was like, all right, boys, I'm gonna get him a headband, and it's gonna be from all of us, you know, as a token of appreciation. Where it's like we want him to know that he saved our fucking asses.
One of the best payments for pit help. I've seen that a lot, you know. Hey man, appreciate you. Here's a hormy for you. Here's a skull for you.
And thanks, the thing is, right, at least for me, headbands are sacred.
Yeah, especially if you get knighted one instead of just
Dude,
like buying one. But if someone gives you
absolutely,
one, yeah, you'll own it forever.
Absolutely. When you're knighted by somebody with a headband, you have a story behind it, right? And that whole story behind that one is he saved Sacramento DMG from being a clusterfuck in the pits.
And that helps.
Absolutely,
that's
right.
a huge part of it.
I have a dope ass picture of him in the headband. It's sick. And I mean, dude, the Oni guys, they made it to the semifinals. They lost in semis, but so they got to play for 3rd and 4th on the Lone Wolf field. Let me tell you, dude, I was
Question, sorry, before we get
crazy.
too far away from it, what was the headband? Was it a skull or?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it one of the ones I saw? Paul had a couple with him for the event.
Yeah. You know what? I'll text you a quick pic right over to you real quick.
I mean, we don't have to go that deep into it, but
just so you can see it. But yeah, motherfucker looked good in it. It was awesome seeing the Oni guys, dude. One of my favorite guys, Louis. Louis is one of my favorite guys on that team. Cool. He's a fucking cool ass guy. It was seeing them play like serious ball. That shit was fucking sick. Because I never really got to see. The only time I got to see him was when my fucking vision was hazy in Texas. You know what I'm saying? That was the only real time I got to see him.
Man, it was different too. But
right,
yeah.
Seeing them play X ball, where it's like, all right, they're fucking going crazy. I got to meet a lot of their guys. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We were pitting for them.
We were pitting for them, and
yeah, dude, that was on my list. I mean, how was pitting for them? I know you guys helped out a little bit in their like last couple matches. Or
I
was
genuinely,
it just
let
the
me
3rd
tell
and
you,
4th?
Yeah. Dude, I genuinely tried to help in their other matches, but it just was not lining up with our matches. I was trying, right? I was there, and then I got a call.
That's the
from
burden
Papa,
of being on a DMG.
Like, Yep, and he's like, "All right, yo, we play in 2 hours, right? Make sure everything's all good. Get over here.
Finish pitting for Impact. These guys are gonna go scout.
Right. We need to get ready to start playing.
Go get our pit or paint. Sorry.
Yeah. And man, I wish I tried to be more there for them, but obviously, when the time of your matches comes up, obviously you gotta take priority in yourself, right? They understand that, and they would do the same thing, right? Because obviously they're competitors.
Well, you gotta play your own game, like.
Exactly.
If it just doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like, that's the one thing where it's like, I am literally supposed to be on a field playing X-Ball. I'm sorry, dog. I can't be there to pit for you.
Yep. Yeah. Right. So.
And if you don't like me for that, fuck you.
Yeah. But they obviously understood. They were cool guys about it.
God, I feel like you guys are still tired from the event.
Definitely, without a doubt.
It's just, the energy's down. Brandon's falling asleep over there. He wishes he had the sling still on.
Dude, I started doing chants this weekend. Let me just say, I started doing
mantras, a daily affirmation.
Dude, I started doing really good chants, right? So like one of them from Oni.
What we don't realize is there's like a vision board right off to the right of the screen now.
That he's just writing it.
I'm going. I just went full white girl, and you were like, I don't understand what's happening.
I am not understanding what's happening.
All right, just continue. You're good.
All right, so I started coming up with like phrases and stuff, and I'm like, "Let's go, Oni. We're not phony," or something like that, right? Or dude, I came up with some funny ass ones for some of the D4 guys, like little Gavin. I was like, let's go Gavin Day, make him pay, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or one of the funniest ones was this guy named Reno on the D4 squad, and I was like, let's go Reno, flick their Beano. And dude, that shit was dude, that shit had the pits laughing, dude.
The fact you were sober for this, because I know you don't really drink at events, but at Texas it was just, I love you, man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's crazy to me. You're coming up with all these fire ass chants, sober off the dome, but we give you some liquor, you're just,
Dude, that when I get like that, Brando knows when I get like that, right? Brando's probably seen me like that a couple
get a little
times.
turn off the sauce.
Dude,
Yeah, dude, the sauce is insane for me sometimes.
I don't know if I've
Because
ever...
I
You guys
never
aren't
drink.
keeping
I
up with
never
my cool lingo tonight.
I never drink. So whenever I do, it just like 3 drinks and I'm fucking sloshed, bro. Like I don't know what it is.
Lastro said it to me again this weekend, but there's a time when you took off your glasses and looked at him, and he just looks at me and's like, yeah, there's no man behind that. There's no soul in those eyes right now.
Dude, I was fucked up, dude. Those hard AF seltzers, bro. Those snuck up on me.
Dude,
Those
I was
snuck up
drinking a
on me
couple
and
watching
jumped
the
me in
games
a
this
back
weekend.
alley. Those were
Yeah,
fucking insane.
they'll do that. They'll do that pretty fucking quick. 8% seltzer, bro. That's where it's
Yeah.
at. Yo, pay
Dude,
us,
let me
hard
tell
AF.
you, dude, it was actually funny. One thing I do recall was, this is a sad moment for now, getting real, vulnerable. I remember this.
Roller coaster of a podcast, baby.
Yep. Here we go. So I remember my first time meeting Tanner, right? We're standing in a triangle circle, and it's like, that sounded so fucking stupid. We're standing in a triangle of people, right? It's me, Lastro, and Tanner. And I am fucking slosh drunk. And they were the first people that I ever told that when Callie got cancer, I was like, I'm fucking just sloshed out of my mind. And I just like fucking started blurring it out. I was like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck to do, blah, blah, blah. And I was getting so emotional right there for a second, dude. And dude, they were there for me. They gave me a big old hug. Dude, shout out to Tanner and Lastro for that, dude. Honestly, Oni lives on in my heart forever, bro. They will never understand what they did for me.
Yeah, and I was the fucker who moved down here. So come on, put your money where your mouth is. There's a couch right over there for you to sleep on. I'm waiting.
You know, I would love to. I just got to figure things out first. I just have to figure things out.
All right, that's the responsible adult answer. Now the entertainment content answer. What are you gonna do, Hatch?
I mean, what's up? Where we booking a flight from? This is FTS
weekend,
right
bro.
off.
You're coming down
FTS
this
right
weekend.
Ooh, I would love to keep my spot on
About
DMG, so I got
that,
a ref.
yeah. So, but no, sometime soon, near future. Anthony's actually talked to me. Like, there's a whole bunch of places that they actually want to take you in, like the Round Rock area. There's some cool stores, and like, there's like a really good Korean barbecue spot. They were like, "Yo, Hatch would love this." So, yeah, man. No, they're thinking of you down here too. So, yeah, it'd be cool.
Fuck yeah.
Whenever you get a chance, pop on down.
I'm definitely down. Brando, we gotta take a trip, bro.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you know, I've only been here a week, but fuck it, I'm the Texan now on this podcast. So come on,
Yeehaw, boy.
get on your cow, get on your horses, and get the fuck down here.
It's so funny because I live in like the most Texas part of California, where it's
Yeah,
like literally
I mean,
like the most redneck.
A lot of NorCal is, but yeah, no, Clovis is definitely up there.
Dude, it's starting to get to rodeo season, so
I
we're
will
starting to
say-
see a lot of those people.
Big difference though. In Clovis, you're still paying $4.60 for gas. We're paying $2.47, motherfucker. Hell yeah!
I'm jealous.
Literally,
That must be so
unironically, one of my favorite parts of living here so far is just cheap as fuck gas. Gotta love
nice. I'm
it.
so jealous, bro. I'm so jealous.
Now, how many Teslas have you seen driving around?
Quite a few. This is still Austin,
Really?
Brandon.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
it's
right.
the most liberal city in Texas.
You're right.
Yep, that
My
still
bad.
exists here. There literally is
Well-
like, I think they're building one of their manufacturing plants for Tesla here. So like, yeah, there's a huge ass building that they're putting up for that.
Right. Well,
Nice.
Hey,
They
so
fit in well.
Shout out
Yeah.
Uncle Elon.
Uncle Elon. I don't like Uncle Elon. Just Elon.
That's a grooming uncle's name.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a story behind that. I won't go into it, but yeah, shout out Uncle Elon.
Hey, so you've been there for a week. How's your first week?
It's been good. It's definitely, honestly, I feel like every part of it's been busy because it's been like, you know, getting all my stuff in, getting it all set up, figuring out like how to organize things, how to get the kitchen set up, how to fucking building furniture. I spent like 7 hours this past week just building furniture. Shout out Living Spaces for the one time they got me my kitchen table and my couch. They didn't like give it for free or anything. Still to pay full price for it, but hey, shout out maybe a little future business deal there.
FTS code
big
too.
Big fans of living spaces on this podcast. But no, yeah, so they had a huge ass warehouse, went over there, checked some stuff out, found some options that work, and brought them in. They're all set up now, getting most of my stuff good. There's still like a little work I got to do on my bedroom, like hanging some stuff up and finishing all the fine little touches.
The sex ring,
But yeah, no, gotta get that. The hard part for that, I gotta find a stud in the ceiling. So like, I want to be a little precise with that one.
You have a dude in the ceiling?
No, Brandon. So a stud is a wooden beam that goes behind a wall, and if I hung a sex swing not in a stud, it would just fall off. So why are you asking me this? You
I like
dumbass?
Brando's. I like Brando's. That was a pretty good one. I like that one.
All right, good job. But yeah, no, man, it's definitely hotter. And it's funny because it's not really hotter, it's humidity heat, so it's a little different. But there's been some nice days recently. Saturday and Sunday we went over to 2 Ton's house actually. So we were at his place all weekend watching the games because he has a 90-inch TV. So we were watching that. Last year was over there. Anthony Hernandez was over there. A couple of the other Oni guys came over on Sunday to watch the finals. I finally got to experience Last Row's grilled glizzy hot dogs, bacon wrap glizzies. Fucking great. Absolutely amazing. Threw a little cheese on the top of those. I could eat some more right now. All right, Scott, make me some, please. That'd be great. But yeah, had that. There was some other great food. He made his buffalo chicken dip. Ooh, that shit was good. It was so good. Yeah, with some tortilla chips in that. Absolutely delightful.
I am jealous.
Drank a couple hard AF seltzers and watched paintball all weekend. It was pretty fun. Unfortunately, this is the part where I got to get to. Kyrgo destroyed my life on Sunday. The fuckers won. They got us back. So all through the prelims, I was doing pretty good. I have my actual numbers, but I don't want to pull it up right now. We'll talk about it on the next pick show. We always do our recap on there. But through the prelims on the pick show, I was 30 for 40. So 75% through those. Great. Love that. Sunday went so fucking bad, dude. I backed every wrong horse. I was 3 for 9 on Sunday, including the semifinals I got completely wrong. The finals I got completely wrong. Yeah, they took it back. They won this weekend. So hey, shout out Kyrgo. This is the reality of gambling. Sometimes you win, sometimes they win. And that's why we didn't chase losses. I just lost. What I put in was like the 200 that I usually do. Put that in. It was up at a bigger number at Saturday, and Sunday it was all gone. So hey, at least I'm gonna lose the original money. Not gonna put any more in, but yeah, Kyrgo got me this weekend. It was funny. One of my reps for Kyrgo for the partnership stuff we do with them, he texted me back. He's like, Kyrgo 1, Mafia 3, and I was like, fair. All right, cool. Yeah, you guys deserve to get one back. So yeah, no, it was a blast this weekend. I was talking some shit with the Kyrgo guys throughout the weekend. That was fun. They were all rooting Mark on, which is pretty cool because he helps them out with some of their stuff as well too. But yeah, so overall for the weekend, ended up going 33 for 49. Yeah, that's what. 33 for 49. So not great, and really the part that fucks it up is the whole end of the weekend. I think overall it is 62%. That's what I have down on my paper. So
good.
Picks wise, it was great. It was just I said fuck it and threw a lot of money on Russian Legion because they were looking so good, and then X Factor went into a crazy long game with them, and that was not fun. And then I believed on Impact, and honestly, I think Impact should have won that game. I think they made a couple I don't know. There's a couple sloppy mistakes that let Damage get a point, and then it was such a tight game that if you give up like 1 point, it's game over there. But Impact they were looking really good going into the weekend. Shout out those boys. And then on the finals, with the last little bit I had left, I said fuck it. Well, if X Factor can beat Russian Legion, then they should be able to beat Damage. They didn't. They didn't beat Damage. Damage won. So shout out Damage. But yeah, rip in peace to my account balance over on Kyrgo.com. But hey, as I said, it happens, and these are the realities. That's why you gotta be smart with your money. You gotta play what you can't afford to lose, because 100% sometimes they're gonna take it from you. But yeah, overall it was a fun weekend. Excited to get back into it for World Cup. I know we're gonna be doing a lot more stuff for that. So yeah, keep an eye out on Kurgo for all of the information coming up about World Cup stuff. Yeah, it should be cool.
Dude, I was in the pro pits with Impact obviously all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
Subtle flex.
a guy I got way more accompanied with this weekend, Mr. H. I fucking love that guy,
Marky's great, bro.
So, dude, me and him were.
Side note, sorry again. Shout out Marky, filming all weekend on the pro field in a tank top, so it looked like he was shirtless the whole time because it was just like the vest, and then you could see his like whole side. Bro, the owner of a company jumping in there and getting on the pro field to get some shots. Hell yeah! Shout out Marky. We love that dedication.
Absolutely right. And so I got to be way more acquainted with him this past weekend. So he's a great guy. Let me tell you, he's funny as fuck. There were times where because obviously when our entire team is pitting for impact, there's a kind of moment where I'm like, too many people in there. I'm just gonna step on out.
I'm gonna sneak away and not do anything.
Maybe wipe a hit if a guy maybe wipe an obvious hit if it comes.
Yeah, be that guy. Like by the net with a micro just in case. You know.
Obviously, because I'm not trying to get in everybody's fucking way. Right. I see the flow of it. Right. And I wasn't in that flow right at that moment. Right. So obviously, out of the flow.
You were in the flow. No mo.
Yeah, no flow, no mo. And so I was flowing with Mr. H. And dude, he was cracking so many fucking funny ass jokes while Impact was playing. And he is the kind of guy where I'm like, dude, what is going on with this HK on HK violence out here, bro? Like, what is this crime? And because obviously, early on in Sunday, the HK teams were playing each other, and obviously he didn't like that shit. So when Impact was playing, right, dude, me and him were going crazy, like jumping up and down when like Impact would win a point. And then I remember they won that. What was it, like a 15-second point or something like that? Like really quick at the end.
They made it spicy for sure.
Yeah, we were like, oh, dude, they're gonna come back and win, right? Especially, honestly.
Spoiler alert, they didn't.
I know,
but I know because I have the losing bet slip to show it.
Whenever I see Tyler
I'm not depressed
on the field, I just have to like assume that he's gonna win.
No, that is true. It's fucking Tyler. Tyler's a dog, bro.
He's a fucking beast, bro. He's a fucking beast.
Tyler Pantaleo, dog.
Some of the highest skill ceiling I've ever seen in paintball, without a doubt. And he's one of those guys. It's funny. He doesn't call me Hatch. He calls me Steve-O, which is very rare from anybody, right? But yeah, he does. Damn. And let me tell you, I respect it. I respect it, right? I like it. He's been one of those guys. As long as it's not
Steven.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But he is one of the. There's maybe like 3 Impact guys that genuinely give me, thank you for the help, and without a doubt, he is one of them.
Is Matt Derulo one?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Good to know.
No.
Yeah. I backed Hatch into a corner there,
no, it's
and he
Nick
did
Laval.
not know how to get out of it.
It's Nick Laval. I'll tell you who it is. It's Nick Laval, Brandon Cornell,
names,
and fucking
Tyler.
And Tyler.
Hell
Those
yeah.
are the guys that are always thank you for the help.
They'll go individual and thank everyone for the help.
Everyone
else
is
respect.
Thanks. Solid guys.
Yeah, everyone else says thank you. Like they're very polite, but like they make sure to go
in that extra mile. Be like, hey, real quick. Thank you, man.
I tell you, thank you. That's crazy. But, anyway.
Well, you were standing in the corner talking to Marky the whole time, so I don't think you even helped out all weekend at all.
Whoa.
When I'm running their pods,
that is what you just said, Hatch.
I ran pods.
Well, on the webcast, can we pull up the footage? Is there evidence of you?
No, I don't know. Probably. Obviously, if it's recording, then yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say he did it, but it's okay.
And plus another thing is, when we did have to, there was one day on Saturday when we had to split between our D4 team. Damn, I had to do both. I had to pit for Impact and then go run pods for D4. That shit brutal. Oh. And then we play later,
Flexing
baby.
on him, bro. You're a god.
But one thing I love hitting them with, Brandon Cornell is a good sport about it. I'm like, so what's up? You gonna pit for our games? And dude, that reaction is so fucking funny, right? And
it's like the rich guy laugh. Ha! 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 Ha!
Yeah. And
how's it going, Hatch?
It's cool. One question I was asking, one would you rather that I got this from Meter Ninos. This one was so good.
Oh, you got it from Meter?
Which one are you? I'm talking the bunker one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I got that one. I got this one from Meter Ninos of X
This was
Factor.
good. Yeah.
Right. So, would you rather suck all the air out of a bunker on a hot ass day, or lick it clean?
Oh, I didn't hear this one. I don't know.
Yeah, suck the air out. Suck the air. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna hurt my lungs, but like,
Dude, let me tell you.
I vape on the show. All right, I'm good with that. Hot air into
No,
my
let me
lungs
tell you,
doesn't
dude, there was
hurt.
one
all
time.
right?
There was one time
Smoke
where it
as
was
unite.
so fucking hot at the field.
Can I suck the bunker clean?
God damn it, sus, Brandon. Jesus Christ.
There was one time, dude, where I fucking unscrewed the cap.
All right,
and
he's
the
gonna be
hot
quiet
air,
for 20 minutes now.
Dude, the hot air is fucking burning my skin through my arm pads. It's so fucking hot, and I'm like, dude, I couldn't even imagine that going through my lungs. But it's also
The problem is though, you're getting multiple diseases from licking those bunkers.
yeah, right. So, but the thing is, the bunker is we determined the bunker is a mini cake, right? But
Okay,
not
but
just any mini cake.
still.
It's like a 50 snake mini cake.
Oh
that
my
people are
God,
shooting
and-
bounce shots off of.
Licking that paint too, bro. Have you seen the
Dude.
PB Fit when they do
Yeah,
like
I have.
the paintball chomps? Bro, paint does not taste
It's
good.
just
We've
fucking
all
gross,
eaten it.
bro.
We've all had some come through the front of your mask. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine just like. Oh God, it makes me want to gag right now. Fuck, I don't like that.
I feel like I would just have to turn that like sensor off in my mind of like taste. At
I
that
just
point,
have to overcome my senses.
at that point, I'm just like, all right, just like a broom.
I have to be such a hard-willed man that nothing enters the fortress of solitude that is my brain.
That would definitely test my willpower. That would definitely
Yeah.
test my willpower.
Give me the hot air one. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I'm not saying it's like easy, but dude, I would throw up multiple times trying to lick the bunker clean.
Brando, do you remember the other one that I was doing?
Yeah,
The nom one.
yeah,
I was
it
like,
was-
would you rather serve 1 year in prime nom on the front lines, or what was it? What was the other? What was it, Brando?
Or you have to squeegee a field for 5
yes.
hours a day for free every day for the rest of your life.
Wow, that's a fucked up one. Well, I was never in Nom, so I don't know how it feels. Dude, make me like a supply line coordinator in Nom. Yeah, we can handle that. You know?
No. You're like front lines.
Am I one of the what was that?
You're a tunnel
the
rat.
group of Marines. Yes, thank you. You knew
Tunnel
where I was
rat,
going.
bro.
All right, I'm a tunnel rat. Going in there
Dude.
with my 1911 and no lights. Gotta smell them
Holy
out.
fuck! That
Charlie
shit is-
smelled different. You could smell them as you get
So
close.
yeah, dude, I was asking hella people in the pro pits that.
Yeah, dude, give me Nom for a year, because then it, like, if I make it, fuck yeah. If I don't, at least I'm not cleaning bunkers every day for free for 5 hours a day. Like, that just takes up so much time in my life that it's like, yeah, it's just
No
not
pay?
worth it. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
not
ass,
worth it.
bro.
Like, if at least you were making, like, let's say just minimum wage or something, like, okay, maybe you might take that one. It's gonna suck ass, but at least you're making something from it, because it's just taking time from you. It feels like, all right, if I go and I survive, cool, I'm a Vietnam vet. If I don't, I'm dead, you know? A lot of
Right,
those guys
so-
didn't come back.
You know, so there were a lot of people that were like, nom for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but there were some very few that were like, what are the conditions? Like, do I have kids? And I'm like, you're exactly the way you are right now, but back then. And he's like, squeegeeing. I love my kids too much, and I'm like, damn, that is wholesome.
I
But
guess
I'm
that,
go- I'm
yeah,
going
that's a
nom.
fair point. I'm a single dude with no, like, really big family ties. So, yeah, I mean, it's a little easier to be like, fuck it. But, yeah, you know, if I had someone that I loved enough to want to stay on this planet, yeah, I guess maybe I'd do that then.
Yeah, it was funny. I asked Tyler Panileo that, and he was like, dude, I can play for both sides. You know? And,
If they catch us, I'm just gonna be like, I'm an undercover. I'm here.
Yeah.
VC.
But that shit, dude. There was a lot of funny shit that was going on in the pits, in the pro pits.
Like what?
So I was chatting it up with so that was my first time meeting Cyrus.
This is Hatch's name drop moment. He's been dropping names all episode. We're about to get another one.
Right. So this is just like a quick one, right? So I got to meet
No,
Cyrus for the
name
very
drop.
first
Go
time.
for it.
Right.
All right.
And he was a cool guy. I think he took the Dirty Dan one so well. That shit was so good, right? And then I am talking it up with Fuck, dude. Who was I talking with? This shit was a blur, dude. I like fucking. This shit was so hot. He got to my brain. I got a shade darker.
Well, you were talking with Tim a lot too, so that definitely doesn't help either.
Dude.
Took up a
Hell
lot
yeah,
of your
I
time.
was. Hell yeah, I was. You know what I'm saying?
It
That
happens.
was cool.
But fuck. You know, one story I really got to get into. Dude, this one's good.
Fuck the Cyrus story. We don't even need that one.
It's okay, right? So anyway, right. I got this one in my notes. I got this one in my notes.
To have Hatch as your co-host, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
I looked at this one in my notes.
Fucking insane.
my
Please
fucking-
help me.
I'm telling you, dude.
He doesn't stay on a topic for more than a minute. I'm
My
sorry.
notes have been open this whole time, right? So I just looked down at it. I saw the
Sorry,
keyword, and I was
Cyrus.
like, I can't get it out, right? It was nothing too big. I'm just saying hi to Cyrus. You know, he's a cool guy. I met him for the first time.
Fuck yeah. Shut up.
I was telling him how I fucking dude.
Completely fucked up my mic there.
Remember, I predicted. I was like, Fit's gonna win Chicago. I was like, Fit is gonna win Chicago, like at the very beginning of the year, and everybody was hating on me, and I thought Fit
Okay,
was
they
gonna
made
win.
Sunday. They made Sunday.
They did.
Don't
Absolutely
say
they
my
did.
prediction was right. I mean, they made Sunday. That's good. They didn't
No,
necessarily
remember at the
win,
very beginning of the
but
year,
they did have a very good event.
When we were doing the
yeah,
team
way
tier
too early.
list.
Yeah.
Yep. I said for Chicago, Fit was gonna win, and fuck, I believed in my heart. So it's,
You want to know how much I believed? I put $50 on them versus the Russians.
That's a good.
I-
That's a good bet.
I will say I had them to beat Infamous earlier in the day, so that was kind of like, all right, you guys made me some money. I'll throw $50 back, and then they were like +2 to 1, so $2 down for $1. I was like, fuck it, if it happens, it happens. But yeah, no, that was the first of the brutal losing fest that was Sunday.
But okay, do you mind saying how much total you lost?
Oh, I said earlier, it was the 200 I deposited,
Oh,
because
okay,
that's what I
gotcha,
do every
gotcha.
event.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
gotcha.
if we're talking like house money, it was about $500 in total. that I
Okay,
had,
sweet.
like,
That's
on there.
that's
Yeah.
also what I was talking about as well. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But
gotcha,
like
gotcha,
actual
gotcha.
cash that I put in, it was the 200
200.
deposit I made. Yeah.
Damn.
And that's why you do
That's
that,
not,
because
that's
like
not bad,
it's-
especially with
it's
how
better
well we
to-
know paintball.
Well, yeah, and picks wise, I was fine. I just was kind of dumb and didn't really use like good gambling sense and just started throwing money. But hey, you know, it happens when you're drinking hard AFs with all the boys around.
Hell yeah. That must have been. How often were you checking up on your bets? Like after every match?
I literally had the screen open as I was just looking at it. I was just refreshing as I
Nice.
was watching the games. It was
Good
yeah,
shit.
it was pain, and they all knew because I let them know, you know. So yeah, they were all kind of riding for me too. But yeah, it didn't go well.
But man, dude, shout out to the NXL, dude. That was a solid event. No complaints. Except
And it begins,
my
or it
only
ends where it begins.
my only genuine complaint is that obviously there was no webcast on the semi-pro field.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's a valid
I feel
one.
like I feel like that's like a genuine thing that people want to see. People love seeing semi-pro like paintball because it's so competitive.
money, motherfucker. Money makes the
Yep.
world go around.
Yup. Fuck, man. You
Costs
got
a
to
lot
win a
to put on a
lottery
live
somewhere
stream.
around here. All right, everybody in paintball, go buy a fucking lottery ticket so you can help us. All right.
Yeah, we gotta
No, I'm
start.
just kidding.
Well, not just. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, we should start doing like a part of the Patreon where it's like $1 of every donation is just sent to buying lottery tickets, and like if we hit, like 10% goes back to the patrons, 10% goes to us, like, and then the rest is like investment into either paintball or like other shit around it. That'd be kind of cool.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck.
And we should
if I
start
won the
running an
lottery, what is
illegal
the-
lottery. Just become
what
Mr.
is the
Beast. You know,
first-
he can do it.
Okay, if you did win the lottery, what was like the first thing you
That was a
would
good
do for
joke.
paintball?
That was a great joke. I'm proud of that one.
I couldn't hear you right.
It's all good. I'm just proud of my joke. The audience heard it. I love you guys.
sorry.
If I won, first thing I'd do for paintball, I'd buy the league. Because fuck it, at that point, if I just have 100 millions to throw, where like after taxes, let's say I have 140, I'll put like 20 away into an investment portfolio and just let that sit and build and grow money over time. Let's take like another 5 to set up my life a bit. All right, that's what? 125 million dollars. Take 50, buy the league, invest like another, or actually I don't even know if it would be a $50 million buyout, to be fully honest, but whatever it'd be, buy the league.
What?
And then put the rest
50,000?
put the rest into losing it, because really here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to see a return on that money. Like, this is not a good business plan, but we're going to have some kick-ass events for like 2 to 3 years, and then all the
hell
money's
yeah.
going to dry up, and then we're going to be 08 all over again, baby.
Shit, is that what happened? Someone won the lottery? Is that what happened? I'm just kidding.
Do you know what
Obviously, the
happened
recession
in
fucking crashed.
2008? Yeah.
Yes, Ryan.
Did your parents lose their house? Because mine lost ours. All right.
Sadly, we did not. But in a
fuck
good
you.
way.
Fucking subprime mortgage bubble. Fuck. God, if only I wasn't 8, I could have bought a home. You know, really set myself up for life. But
Yeah,
you know.
I should have been really fucking investing into Bitcoin.
Dude, I definitely. Okay, but I was investing in Bitcoin at that age, so I can't even joke about that. Except I was just mining it. I've definitely
Really?
talked about it on the podcast before. Yeah, I had 2 Bitcoin at one point in time, and I sold it when it was about $500 a coin.
Damn. You know, I remember when
Hey,
there
bought me
was...
my first ESEC, all right, Bo? We can't live life with regrets.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
We can't be thinking about how that could be $120,000 in
Dude,
current day market
I
prices.
remember-
Good return.
I remember when it was a Call of Duty tournament, and it was like...
Counter-Strike tournament. Yeah,
It was
held in San
Counter-Strike. It was
Francisco.
Counter-Strike. Yep.
Yep.
And then it was like a huge cash prize for first, medium cash prize for second,
it
and then
wasn't a
third
huge
place.
cash prize. It was like $5,000, 1,000, 500, and then fourth got 25 Bitcoin.
And no one knew at that time how big Bitcoin was going to be.
Well, yeah, because Bitcoin at that time, I think it was like $2 to $3 a coin. So it was kind of a novel prize of like, you know, you're fourth, you don't really win much, but hey, here's kind of like a cool, like, we're still coming away with something.
I wonder what they. Fuck. Do you think they still had it until?
Unless, here's the thing with Bitcoin. The only people who have it today who had it from the early days are either like mentally insane, like they had such belief in this thing that clinically they need some help probably, or B, they just completely forgot. Like, I could believe that one of those guys had it sent to some address and then just forgot about it, and then when he started hearing the news again, he's like, shit, didn't I have some of that? And like started connecting the dots again. But honestly, like, that was the people who made the most in like the, you know, the last couple bull runs, is just guys who like either, you know, were honestly buying drugs off the dark web a long time ago, and then they just had extra BTC sitting in their account, because that's a true story that I've heard from quite a lot of people. Do you guys know about the Silk Road, the dark web, all that awesome,
I do know
awesome
that.
stuff? Okay.
No, I don't.
You know, it's funny. I'm pretty sure
You
I
don't
was
know
actually...
about the Silk Road, Brando?
I thought you were there. I don't think you were there in the car when I was talking about it with Cedar. I was hella going through that rat hole with Cedar for sure.
Yeah, no, Silk Road's awesome, but it was a online marketplace held on the dark web, so it was a little harder to get into and a little harder to kind of track stuff from it. But the owner of it, like, tried to have someone contracted to kill, and like had all this other stuff start to go down towards the end of it. But for a long time, it was like the biggest digital, like, illegal marketplace where you could buy anything from like weapons, firearms,
Exotic
drugs,
animals,
to people like writing your college essay. Like, it was literally anything that was like frowned upon or looked down on, you could sell it here. And like, you know, it was peer to peer, so it wasn't like eBay where they like have the item and they're shipping it. It was like, yeah, we'll just set up a form, and if you guys want to trade, you know, Bitcoin, ETH, Monero, if you guys want to trade that to each other, fuck, all right. And
I didn't know specifically about Silk Road, but yeah. Okay. All right.
You know, I was always so nervous where, you know, if you put your home address there, is it just going to be a bunch of dudes that come up and kidnap you? You know, for giving out your
know.
I'm gonna
Let's
say
see.
it like this, Hatch. If
put yours
if you're dumb enough to put your home address into a dark web website, you kind of deserve what's gonna happen to you. Use a PO box, use a forwarding address.
Hell yeah.
Like, let's take small steps here to protect our information, because goddamn, bro, that'll I mean,
it'll get you, dude.
It is true though. No one's really checking the mail. You know, who checks the mail, Brandon?
It's the mail. No one except
No one's checking the
sometimes
mail.
the federal government. But
Shout out FPS Russia.
miss you, buddy.
Fuck, dude, I miss FPS Russia, bro.
Yeah, well,
Damn,
he's
that
still
show was so
alive.
nostalgia.
No, he's very much still alive. Just
I know, but I miss those like videos. You know how cool
well,
they
he
were
forgot
back
he
when I was a
forgot the
kid.
password to his account, bro. So we
all
can't
that
get
really
into it.
That's
Is
it.
that
Yeah.
really it? Are
Yeah.
you fucking serious?
I'm gonna be honest. I very highly doubt that,
Bruh.
but that's the excuse that he's given.
That is fucking crazy.
I honestly think it's because his account was from pre-Apocalypse days and it hasn't been touched since. And if he goes in and kind of updates it, then the Google
doesn't get
AdSense
the
bot's gonna update, and then yeah. So he's probably still making a good couple grand a month off that account just being up and not being touched. So I think that's the actual reason why there's no more. Well, and also because he's a felon and he can't own firearms anymore. So that may be another reason why we're seeing no like firearm content from FPS Russia. I was about to say his real name, but you know, Only those who know.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's FPS Russia to me, baby.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
just an American from Georgia. Yep. The state, not the country.
Yeah, because no Russians are allowed in Georgia.
That is true. That is true. The fact
That's
that
fucking crazy.
I believed he was Russian for a little bit of time. Did anyone else?
Honestly, I thought the accent was just little too much.
I thought he was like making fun of himself. Like that's kind of what I thought at first. And yeah, no, he was just a Georgian playing a character.
You know, that was also in the age of YouTube where I thought Fred was that was the real thing. You know.
Well, no, Fred was real. Me and all my homies hate Fred.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like I thought that was like a real person. You know what I'm saying?
Fred is a real person.
But you know what I'm fucking saying? That whole persona.
That's not a character.
Oh my fucking god.
What Brandon, back me up. What is this guy talking about?
I mean,
Fred? You know who I'm talking about? I am Fred.
yeah,
Fucker from
Fred.
YouTube.
Can you do the voice?
No, I'm not going to.
We almost got him,
No
bro.
way, bro.
Almost baited him. Yeah,
That
dude,
shit was so ass.
I know. Well, yeah, no, internet lore. Fuck yeah. Shout out all the old gays. Or old gays. I meant to say tays, but whatever. Same shit, you know what I mean? No, dude, the Smoshes of the world, the Rooster Teeths, you know. Smosh
Dude,
ended a lot better than
Machinima,
Rooster
bro.
Teeth did. Yeah, the Machinima days.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, remember when we
I feel like we
watched
bring that up
all
every like
these
6 or
videos?
7 months ago.
Because, dude, it's just such a nostalgic thing. But remember when we were all children and we watched adults who were just doing cocaine all day, running this multimedia company? Yeah, that was crazy.
I was too young to really understand what it was. I was just like,
I mean,
Halo
same,
videos.
but like, no, but you know that was the downfall of Machinima. Is all the higher ends were just spending a lot of their like revenue on drugs, and so yeah, they didn't have money to keep paying out the creators, to keep paying their like
Damn,
internal
that's
guys.
crazy, bro.
And it all fell apart. Dude, Machinima, if it was run correctly, could still be one of the biggest like gaming platforms in the world, but it just was run into the ground.
Damn.
First movers advantage. They were on the first on the scene.
Fuck, dude.
I still go back and watch some inbox stuff every now and then.
Dude, it was funny. They mentioned it on PKA, but I went back and tried, and you can't watch it anymore. But the Swiftage, the old Taylor Swiftage, like, you know, the funny ass montages and videos that people would make back in the day, the crazy, like, shout out Woody's gamertag, making fucking songs even though he can't sing, like the blind confidence to just make a song parody and put it up, like, and it got 200,000 views because that was YouTube back in the day. Ah, dude. Hey, if you're a kid and you don't remember a time when YouTube had 5 stars on it, leave. This show is not for you. You were too young.
I remember when YouTube was an app with a fucking TV.
Yeah,
You know that on your phone when it was a TV.
Yep. Yeah. Because it was like an actual Apple app itself, because it wasn't its own like Google Enterprise thing yet.
Damn, dude, that shit was so fucking good, dude.
Remember when sub boxes used to work and like it would actually notify people when people uploaded videos, and now it's just all
Yeah,
algorithm
it's so
based?
weird now, dude. It's like,
Dude,
so
I
like
swear-
nitpicky.
If you take me right now back to 2011, I'm the biggest YouTube creator of all time. Of that era, because dude, they just didn't know anything. Like video editing was horrible, like YouTube, like thumbnails and titles and all that stuff was horrible. Like they had like the tag system and stuff. They were able to figure out some exploits there, but dude, it was a wild west, and no one really knew what they were doing, and they were all just trying to capitalize off it.
dude,
dude.
those reply girls were ahead of the game.
Oh my god, that's a part of YouTube I completely forgot about.
That was that was always weird. Trying finding videos and be like, the fuck is this shit? It's just yeah.
Well, it was you said it was a girl. It was a profile picture of a girl.
Yeah,
I don't know who it actually was.
It would get me young at 12.
I was 11. I was naive.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, one story that I kind of want to tell is so something that happened in Chicago. Obviously, when we went to Hawaii, there was a rule made where I'm not allowed to talk to people past 10 o'clock, right? Because obviously, right, with his name.
Have we heard
was
about
Sheldon.
this rule?
I guarantee you have.
We brought it up once or twice. Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time, right? So
We've
the
had a
guy,
lot of new listeners. So wait, what was the rule? Hatch is just not allowed to talk to people anymore?
Well, no, past 10 o'clock at night because the freaks come out at night, and And look at
And
Hatch.
Hatch is too friendly. Yeah, and then they'll
Yeah,
want to like
wait,
stab
dude,
him, take
it
his
is
kidney. Yeah,
It is bad, bro. It is bad how friendly.
be
I
like
am
Charlie the
sometimes.
Unicorn, referencing old YouTube.
I genuinely
Hey, they took my freaking kidney.
Dude, I've been trying to be a friendlier guy. I've been trying, you know?
You are.
And-
You're not a mean guy. It's just on the field. People need to realize that.
Ivan was nice. When we were playing the Texas Demolition, a guy came up, gave him a fist bump.
He's a changed man. Tegan has changed this man, Brandon.
Dude,
Oh,
I am...
dude,
She
you
is
have
doing
no
the
idea.
Lord's work.
Oh
Ryan,
my God, what is happening now,
Ryan,
bro?
you have no
What's
idea
happening
how
now,
much
bro?
he's
Oh
changed.
no, Brandon.
Oh, God,
Oh
bro.
no.
What does that mean?
What is that a vague reference to?
Yeah.
I'm confused. What is that
That-
reference to?
No, I remember a Hatch a time before.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind
Yes.
of
Yep.
remember what he's saying a little bit.
You know,
we can't talk about that on the podcast. Gotta keep our
let's-
boy not from getting in trouble. But yeah, Hatch, your story that you wanted to tell about
Yeah.
people
So, right,
and
so
not
because-
talking after 10 p.m.
Because sometimes the fucking crazies come out past 10 o'clock, right? I'm not allowed to talk to anybody past 10 o'clock. So
Is
in
this
Chicago...
a Cedar rule?
Yep. And
Such
so
a dad, man.
This fucking story, bro. So we walk to Walgreens to get water, right? And like 2 cases of water, right? Walking back to the hotel because it's not even that far away. We get there. Me and Evan Wong, my teammate, are arguing. We're like, dude, are we gonna get salsa or queso? You know, and I'm like, get salsa. And he's like, queso. Then all of a sudden, this random black guy comes walking in, right? And,
Why'd you have to say his race, man? Could just be a random guy.
Well, no, because the thing is, I'm calling him Black Sheldon.
Yeah, but that was just very bigoted of you. I feel like we
This
didn't need to
fucking
know that
guy,
he was
bro. This
black.
fucking
so-
guy, bro. This fucking guy.
I moved to Texas, get more progressive.
Oh God. So,
No, but so this black individual walks up to you, and you hate them. So you know that was what you just said, right?
Yeah.
no, let me tell you, dude. So this guy, he walks up to Wong, and he's basically like, he's telling Wong, he's like,
Put him in a blender.
he's like, don't listen to this guy. Get what you want. And I'm like, what the hell? Who the fuck's this guy?
That's
Right?
inspiring advice, though.
And he's like, all right, we're gonna get the queso. And I'm like, dude, fuck that. And then Caden finally steps in. He's like, all right, we're getting the salsa, right? So we got outvoted, right? And then all of a sudden, this guy, he's kind of talking to him, and he's like, oh, you know what? Now I think about it, I'll go with the salsa. Then I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Then I dap him up. You know what I'm saying? Like a friendly guy,
Nice, yeah.
right? And then so
You probably felt real good because one of them dapped you up. That's what he says when we're off the calls. He calls them them.
Yeah.
this fucking guy, bro. So then
Those
we
people.
fucking
This is too easy, bro.
we go to another aisle. We go to another aisle, and we're getting some chips. And then, sure as shit, this guy comes up again, and he's talking to us, and he goes,
He's like, yo, you guys got any crack?
no, he's like, dude, do you guys remember me? And then
Do you remember me?
Caden-
Bro, we saw you a minute ago.
Caden and Wong don't say shit, and then Cedar's like, oh no, I don't really remember you. It's my ADHD. And then the guy goes, oh, you must be smoking on that good. And then looks at me, and then I go, me being my friendly guy, I go, and a liar, I go, of course I remember you, and I dap him up again, right? And then so, a couple more minutes go by, me and Wong are like, dude, let's fucking chug some chocolate milk like men, you know? So we go over to the chocolate milk aisle, right? We go to the milk section.
What?
He's got to get his calories in. He's got to
Yeah,
get
I
his
gotta get my calories in. Brando knows, I've been trying.
The absolute slap in the face that transition was, though. Like, yeah, so I dapped the guy up. A couple minutes later, we're gonna chug some chocolate milk. You in, bro? And I'm like, well, I feel like we missed a couple minutes of your
I'm
time.
telling Wong this. Me and Wong were like this. Me and Wong were like, let's get some chocolate milk. We said at the very, like when we got there day one, let's get some chocolate milk so we can chug it, right? And then, so we get there, we go to the chocolate milk section, and then I'm like looking back, I'm like kind of like leaning down, seeing what variety of milk we have. And then there's one
Gotta get that
Fairlife
Fairlife.
chocolate milk. Yep, there's
Yup,
one
it's
Fairlife
the
chocolate
best.
milk. And then sure as shit, I'm like looking, I'm like peeking my head in there. And then all of a sudden, I see a finger come up from behind, like behind my face. He goes, "Hey, is there another one there?" Same fucking guy. Same
All right,
guy.
he's stalking you at this point, bro.
Yes. And
He goes like, bro, you remember me?
no, at this point, he's like, "Oh, dude, like, can I have a Fairlife?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, there's one left. You want it? You can have it." And
Patch.
he goes, "Oh, dude, no, you're all good." Like, and then he's talking about, because we have the chips and everything like that. He's like, "Oh, where you guys going? Where you guys staying?" you want a party? And I'm like, yeah. Well, he asked if I want to party first.
Got some of that angel dust. You guys trying to party tonight?
Right?
Or
He's
what?
like, you guys want to
Gotta
party?
bring some of that white girl to the crib.
And I'm like, oh, well, look at us. It's a party every day with us. Right?
Oh, God.
And then he asks.
You're saying
then,
all the wrong things, my guy.
I know. And then he started asking, he's like, where are you guys staying at? Like, can I come with you guys? Like, dude, I'd love to party. And then I'm like, oh,
what extended
shit.
stay you guys
Dude,
at?
Fucking all of a sudden, that's so Raven. I had a fucking vision. Went back to original Sheldon, Hawaiian Sheldon, right? Because we don't discriminate. I describe everybody here. Hawaiian Sheldon, right? And
fair enough.
so I'm like, oh shit. Right, so I'm like, oh,
You're like, this is when Hatch realized he's in too deep. It wasn't until this moment.
I look at Caden and I'm like, oh shit, like this guy's fucking stalking us. I'm like, oh, we're just grabbing snacks for the airport, you know, because we're leaving tonight.
Save.
Like,
Good
right?
save.
I'm like, we're leaving tonight, and then all of a sudden the guy, I have the chips in my hand, right? The fucking lemon lime tortilla chips with the salsa. Fucking no joke, snatches that shit out of my hands and goes, don't worry, I'll buy it for you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, bro, you don't need to buy it for me. You're all good. Then he goes, I insist. It's because you offered me the chocolate milk. And I'm like...
And this was when Hatch called him the hard R.
Yeah.
Dude.
Get away from me, you...
Oh, dude, that would have been fucking insane, right? But he's like following us again. Right, and then I'm looking at Cedar.
Did you ever get your chips back? Were you just
No,
like,
he's
take them
still,
back?
he's like having him in a fucking headlock, and he's like following us up to the front. And then Cedar goes, "Hey Hatch, grab a case of water." And then the guy goes, "For the airport? He's not gonna let." He goes, "They're gonna let you fly with that?" And I'm like,
No, we're gonna check it.
Fuck.
We're gonna check it, big dog.
I go.
It's aight.
Actually, we're gonna drink this on our way to the airport. We are all like super thirsty. Like, we're all gonna drink this. And then the guy goes,
dudes, we'll take down 8 each. We'll get a 24 deck.
The guy
Crack
goes,
done.
okay, nice. Hell yeah. And then Cedar goes, hey, Hatch, grab a second one while you're at it. And I'm like, are you fucking serious, Papa? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? I'm like, I'm trying to fucking get out of the situation.
The most oblivious person
we're
ever.
We're like holding 2 cases of water. I'm like, I have it in my forearms like this. And I have my phone right here. And I open up my notes page, right? And I'm like making sure Cedar can see it. And I'm like, bro, how the fuck do we ditch this guy? Right? And Cedar goes, new rule.
Well, you go with him and everyone else gets to leave.
Yeah, you were the one that said you wanted a party.
Yeah.
Well, I said we. I said we love
You
the
were
party.
stuck at that point. You
said we
have
love
already
the party.
volunteered yourself. No, but what does Cedar say? He leans over to you and says,
Right. And so Cedar's like, I'm like, dude, I Sheldon this, didn't I? Then he goes, yep. And so now, new fucking rule, 9:45. That's the cutoff. Because, dude, shit you not, it was 9:47 when I started talking to the guy. And then all of a sudden, he fucking walks up to... He cuts everybody in line and grabs a wad of cash out of his pocket and then pays for the guy that's checking out right in front of us and then buys the chips, then hands me the chips, and then just walks away.
respect, bro.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? But dude, he was pushing so hard. He's like, where are you guys staying at? Like, what's the address for you guys' hotel?
You know what's going on? Crack cocaine. That's what was going on. You're in Chirac, bro. All right.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, it was so funny. Cedar was so paranoid.
But
Cedar
I think that I think it does go to prove how little you judge people, because the whole time you were like, yeah, he's a cool guy. He's talking to us. Meanwhile, everyone else was probably like, all right, bro,
oh, fuck, Hatch, come on.
We probably should not let this man know about our whereabouts. Like,
Yep,
that would not be
everybody's
smart.
Dude, thank God I had a bad experience with Sheldon, the first Sheldon, to where Black Sheldon was kind of like a breeze. You know, I kind of was able to read the red flags as they're going up, penalty play.
You said you don't discriminate, but you only call the original Sheldon Sheldon now. You said he was Hawaiian Sheldon earlier. We gotta
call
keep
Black
it
Sheldon
right,
what you
all
were
right?
calling him pre-show.
Dude, this fucking guy, bro. You're fucking crazy. I am fucking dead, dude. You know what I called him?
This is episode Brandon and Mafia fucking cancel Hatch.
You know what? I was calling him a nice guy. That's what I was calling him.
Oh, okay.
I was calling him a nice guy.
You backed out of it, pussy. Do it. I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it.
Fuck, dude.
Now the
No
problem
way,
is,
bro.
even if he says anything,
No
I'm gonna
way,
bleep
bro.
it, and it's gonna sound.
Fuck, dude. The thing is, it would be funny because I'm just not even gonna fucking say it would be funny, because it would be funny because that shit's so serious.
No, that's not funny, right? Yeah.
That shit is totally not funny at all, dude.
Racism.
You're fucked up if you use that word ever. That's fucking crazy.
I missed you guys.
Dude, I fucking missed you guys, bro. I fucking talked to Brando
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
yesterday, which is fucking crazy.
I will say Brandon did let me down though, because Brandon, you were supposed to call me, dog, and so the second day of driving, Brandon was like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you a call on Monday." Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check in, see how your drive's going.
Liar.
And as I'm going, the whole entire time I'm driving down, I keep looking at my ETA, and I was like, "Oh, cool, we're getting closer." And in the back of my head, every time I checked, was like, "All right, cool. So yeah, okay. If Brandon calls me here, yeah, another like couple hours after that, I'll be in Austin." And dude, I kept checking the time. It kept getting lower, and Brandon still hasn't called me. So eventually it got to the point. Eventually it got to the point where I was like, I don't even know if he's gonna have time to call me. Like, shit, man. All right, damn. He might be calling me late, like making sure I get in. Okay, yeah, cool. I appreciate him.
Fake friend.
Yeah, no, look,
Motherfucker never called me. He just never picked up the phone.
Look. I had a real fucking late day on Monday, and by the time it was time to clock out or go change, I sat down. I had my after work poop before I changed and clock out because I want to get paid for doing that shit.
Yeah.
So
boss makes a dollar, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Amen.
Pull out my phone and I see, oh, Ryan put a story on. I type it and I see that you arrived in Austin like 30 minutes ago. I'm like, well, he's there. All right. Well, I'm gonna text him.
You know what you could have done? Well, and this was after you didn't even text me that night. It was the next day because I texted back to the group and I said, anyone who didn't call me this weekend is gay. And it wasn't Hatch because Hatch fucking FaceTimed your boy. We had a great little conversation. It was great. Loved that. So yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there because I was giving Hatch some shit and because it's fun to do. But Brandon, you need to get some shit this episode too, bro. You didn't call me.
That shit actually matters,
You let me down. It hurt me. I was upset and sad.
I'm sorry. You know what? I should have FaceTimed you while I was taking a shit. God damn it.
I would have answered.
I mean,
why did everyone pause? That's not weird.
No.
One of the boys is taking a shit. You got to pick up that phone call. You don't know if he needs help. Maybe he fell in.
Absolutely.
Look how tiny I am. I could have.
What if I want to hear it hit the water?
Okay, now it's weird. It was cool. And that's the point where it got weird. I'm out. I'm distancing myself now. I'm no longer a part of this joke.
Yeah, but
yeah, so it sounds like it was a good event for you guys. I mean, obviously, other than going 4-0, but there was some cool experiences around the event.
Get that right.
Did I say 4-0? Yeah, same thing.
No.
Yup.
No, not gonna defend that. All right, cool. So same thing.
Same thing.
Same, but different. But yeah, so I mean, was there any other stories you guys had from the weekend? Kind of moments that came up. I know we were talking about some of the stuff.
I have a couple for sure.
I thought our very
made all these memories while I wasn't there.
Dude,
dude.
It's like y'all went to Disneyland.
Not quite. More like
look at me casually dropping y'all in a sentence. Damn right, Lone Star State, baby.
Come on, bro. You gotta put them on the yins over there.
No, it's y'all down here, bro.
Next week,
Howdy,
I'm expecting
y'all.
Spurs or something to hear.
Just clink, clink, clink as I'm walking in.
You gonna have a cowboy hat on?
Well, this is Texas, Ryan.
It has
Is that what you're gonna be for Halloween?
All right, well, now you ruined it, because now if I show up as it, you're gonna be like, we got you. But yeah, maybe. Fuck it. I'll just be Cowboy Ryan. Be an easy little costume. We are gonna be doing a Halloween episode again this year, so yeah, get ready for that, boys.
Absolutely.
Better have a costume picked out.
It's gonna be weird, Ryan. It's gonna be our first Halloween that we didn't spend the weekend together for a while.
That is true, because yeah, we usually always spend the weekend together doing the like costume day out at the field.
Fucking crazy, dude. I miss you, bro.
So hey, Austin and Oni, y'all fuckers better dress up then. You have to carry the torch now, because if you don't, I don't get the viral views from people like Buzz and Woody playing paintball. So it's on you guys.
Oh yeah, it's funny, dude. People have actually recognized me and Kate, and they're like, dude, it's Woody and Buzz. No joke. People have actually walked up to us at an event and said that.
I'm calling bullshit, but it's cool.
I swear, bro. I
swear. You believe that?
I swear.
They just looked at the Instagram page. They're like, oh yeah, that's him.
I swear, bro. Dead ass.
No cap.
Dead ass, no cap. Whatever fucking other Zoomer words we want to use.
On a stack, no riz.
Ooh. Yeah.
Double gat on a Tuesday.
Oh fuck! You stole that one. I was gonna use that one. Damn it. Fuck.
Skibbity toilet. I don't know. I'm out of my depth. I'm so out of my depth. Okay. I'm technically Gen Z, but I don't understand these kids, bro. I don't get the lingo they're using. I'm fucking old. I'm 25 and I'm saying this shit. I'm fucking old. We're all screwed. I'm done.
It could be worse though. We could be ugly. That's like the one thing that like my last saving grace is at least I'm not fucking ugly.
Well,
damn.
I'm glad you think that.
Damn, got me good.
I feel like me and Brandon went to the same mind place on that one. Like, we're just gonna let him live on this one.
Not even, bro.
All right, what are we doing? Okay. Is there a story? What's going on?
Yeah. Here.
Brandon was saying something, bro.
I got something.
Then I'm...
Yeah. Don't cut me off, bitch.
Yeah, hey, talk your shit, Brando.
Dead
talk your shit.
Pull that dick out. Guy.
No. All right, so look.
Pull those 2 inches out.
Dude,
what the fuck? Are you good?
Our first point, our very first point of the tournament, we had a little confusion, all right, of where I was going to double up the home with Paul. A little confusion on where my gun was going, all right. We kind of cleared that up. I said what I was going to do. I was going to like come over the top of the home, shoot the snake, and then safety for the Dorito runner, or like shoot up the middle or some shit. I don't know, but a little confusion, whatnot. It falls into place. And so Paul was going to slide into home first. We're like, all right, cool. Like we worked this, we ironed this all out. We didn't practice this in practice, but you know, whatever. This is where Chim wants us. This is what we're going to do.
We're going to change everything the moment of.
Just
the
me.
DMG way.
The Brando special.
So like we get in, we're 10 seconds down. I'm like, all right, hey Paul, you slide in first. He goes, yep. I'm like, all right, cool. 3, 2, 1, go. And like I pull up, I shoot my shot, and as I pull my gun to shoot back at the home, I just see a stream of paint coming from the Dorito side over at me. I go, oh fuck, and I like slide in real quick right behind Paul, and I rip him in the back. Pop, 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 pop. I break a pod. Dude, I break a pod. I see the paint go down, and I'm on him. Like my chest, my stomach is like touching his. I go, oh fuck, and I start to try to wipe it.
Big spoon, little spoon.
Yeah, I start to wipe it, and then I hear the ref behind me. Yeah, and Paul like turns around. I'm like, Paul, get out! Paul, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! And he turns around. He's like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, he walks off. Dude, very first point, we lose Marv too. I get ripped up in the snake. Dude, it was a 15-second point, and I'm.
Dude, I remember I was in the 50. I was in the 50 fucking Dorito. I was in the 50 Dorito. I look back. I'm like, bruh. I see them. I see 2 dudes running and gunning down the snake. I'm like, these fucking guys, bro. And I'm like trying to shoot back at them. I'm just getting annihilated while it's happening.
Still communicating because you're like, you don't even know that everyone's dead yet. You're like, guys, they're in the 50. What the fuck?
Dude, because the thing, it honestly, low key, even if you're the last guy alive and you kind of communicate, sometimes it throws the enemy off. They're like, oh shit.
Especially divisionals, you can definitely like kind of spook them, make them feel like, oh shit, he's talking. So yeah. Are there 2 bodies? Yeah.
It gives you a little more time, but yeah,
no, for sure. Love that though, bro.
Dude, I come in and Paul's like, what the I'm like, I know, my bad. That was all me. And he goes, all right, cool, we're good. He doesn't even tell Chim. I thought he told Chim. Yeah, it wasn't until after
like,
Saturday. Dude, it was after all our games that like he finally told Chim of like, I'm the one that shot him. I was like, oh, thanks for that. But no,
that's funny.
Hatch was known as the overshooting penalty guy, right? Not anymore. He's shedding that, but that's what he was known for. I'm starting to be known for shoot my own guy.
Team killer. Yes. Team killer. Motherfucker lets his teammates fucking die. Field. Brando, there's times where Brando's like that one guy from Saving Private Ryan where he was in like the bottom of the church and was just too cowardice to go up and see someone get fucking murdered.
All right, that's settle down.
Far.
No, it's more so like I'm just throwing grenades everywhere and
sometimes you hit your boy. Yeah, I do imagine Paul walked off that whole point staring you down, didn't he?
Dude, well, he was confused. No, he said he walked in. He was like, "Am I hit?" And like he turns around and yeah, and the girls were like, "Oh yeah," he like pulls a broken pot out of his pack. He goes, "What? The Brandon shit?" Like he didn't even know. He didn't even know until I walked in and like confirmed it.
Wait, so like the plastic cracked? Like was that bad or was just
yeah? No,
how the fuck did you chrono onto the field?
What? Hey, the radar, man.
Little barrel twist. It works.
No, the radar, valid thing, dude, valid thing. You get that timing right, you're shooting like 210. What the chrono is reading.
Yeah,
chrono's reading 210, 325 coming out the barrel.
Definitely. I remember there was one time where our second match, I was like, "Hey, Paul, make sure you double check right? Because obviously the game's kind of a little like late by like 10 minutes. Make sure the paint didn't swell. Go corner your gun again. He's like, oh, I'm all good. Goes with first fucking point on the box. Shoots like 325. I'm like, told you so, bro. Told you so. Right. And that radar dish is actually low key a real thing.
It is a major variable that goes into playing in Chicago.
Without a doubt, you shoot one over the chrono.
The pit chrono and the pit chrono plus the chrono, like the refs holding, will always be different essentially because of that.
Two completely different, right? Two completely different things. I wonder if it's like the rotation of it, and if it's like facing you, that's when it like really messes it up. I don't really know how that science works.
It's the signal essentially. So it doesn't necessarily have to be facing you because that signal takes a little bit of time to travel. I mean, we're so close, it's pretty much instantaneously. But that's what's happening because as the chronograph is reading the ball, like the ball speed, it's measuring the ball through its flight as it's coming over that sensor. And so when the radar blast comes through, that wavelength kind of fucks with its sensor, so it doesn't pick up the right number. And that's why you get those like lower ones at times. I've seen guys who got like hot balls where it's like 365 and then they're like wait whoa, shoot your gun again, and it's like 275. It's like, oh, okay, that was like some weird ass ball.
Yeah, dude, there were sometimes where like drops to like 170 and I'm like, geez, crank me up, bro. I crank up, then I'm shooting like 320. I'm like, crank her down, baby, crank her down. But yeah, overall, I mean,
crank her down, y'all.
The radar dish, not even that big of a deal anymore. I feel like we're kind of used to it now.
I guess
it's just a variable you just have to be forced into.
You take the median.
Whatever. Yeah, I just like
everything.
I just like honestly, I walk out, I shoot one round, and I'm like, all right, hopefully I'm good. Hopefully he doesn't call me back.
Hey, like I said, barrel twist, baby. Quarter twist your barrel. Old strike in the book.
Now all these people at Sepple are going to be going crazy. Brandon, you better be double checking.
Dude, I already grabbed barrels at Sepple. Yeah,
they're gonna twist it too far. It's a fine art, and only the real ones know. I guess I don't know, dude. I'm fucking tired. I'm losing it towards the end of this show. But yeah, so fuck. All right, anything else, guys? Last final thoughts time moment. What's last thing from the event? Let's recap Windy City with a bang.
Go ahead, Brando. You want to go first?
Yeah, we fun event overall. The best weather I've experienced in Chicago, and that's for NXL, ICPLs, like any tournament I've been at there.
Hell yeah.
It was fucking great weather. Wasn't that hot, honestly. A little humid, not that bad. Perfect weather. It was good though. We
stand that.
Yeah, we as a team though, we fuck, dude. We kind of we know that the clock was our enemy in past events. We've left more time on the clock for teams to make a comeback, right? And we felt that we had our clock management down, or more controlled with our clock management this tournament. Felt like we set the pace a lot of the matches, but just being inconsistent at times, it's still a struggle, still learning, still a long road up.
Definitely.
A lot of depression to overcome.
Fuck yeah.
Mountain of it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's
all downhill from here, baby.
It was a
what before Hatch goes, kind of giving him another moment. Did you guys run into any other media guys out there? I know you mentioned. Would you guys mention Will or?
Oh yeah.
You guys saw 40? Hell yeah.
Oh
40.
yeah, absolutely. Saw Matt, the gym rat, Enrique,
Verbal,
Arcadi, Verbal. Dude, it was
shout out.
Dude,
all the legends.
I got to see my boy Dane. That was my first time meeting him in person.
Hell yeah, right? I love Dane.
And I don't want to butcher it. Is it DA Photos? I don't know how to fucking butcher it.
DAH. I just say DAH. Yeah. Because it's his name, Dane something Hawkins.
Gotcha. Okay. So
yeah,
got to see him for the first time. He's a legend. Bro, he's a cool ass guy, right? Me and him have been sending DMs back to each other, right? Of encouraging words, and he's a guy that definitely helps me get through the day for sure. So
dude, nice he's an OG in this game. I was watching Dane's content before I even did media myself, like back in 2014, 2015. So like, bro's been around the block. He's been here for a minute. He takes some amazing photography. So yeah, definitely a big shout out to DAH Photography. Love you, man.
We gotta get him on the podcast sometime. We gotta think of some more people to get on.
Already have talked to him about it. We actually have something set up for that. So that
hell yeah.
Yeah. Let's not say any more on the live
This
recording
fucking guy,
in case
dude,
something happens.
My bad, bro. I'm just that good at predicting these.
That is true. You're starting to know me pretty well.
But overall, dude, event was good. Let me look at my notes really quick one guy that I got to meet.
You had all this time. He had all this time, Brandon.
No,
I even gave him extra time with the media question.
No, one guy that I got to meet. That dude, his
love
story
you,
was
Adge.
his
God
story
damn.
was absolutely insane. Right? His name is Scott Horn, and I'm pretty sure he's associated with the Midwest Saints semi-pro team. Right?
Okay.
And I met him when. Dude, the first time we met, I was at the D4 pits. They were about to play, right? And I was just like, "Oh, what's going on, man? You talking to me? Just talking to a story, just introducing myself, just being a friendly guy." And he told me the story about how he had this accident, and he ended up like dying on like the table, right? And then when he came back, right, so some things were wrong and stuff like that. And he was just telling me a story about how.
Did you just casually tell us about a man who has died and has been resurrected? Because is that what I heard, Brandon? Am I just
Where the hell was
basically right? And so he was telling
that's
he was
not a
basically
common
telling,
everyday thing.
No, dude, it
Okay.
wasn't, right? And he was telling me the story about how he's like, yeah, I have this condition that I'm not trying to like butcher it. I'm just trying to go off like the memory of what we were talking about.
We don't pronounce things well here. They should know
Right.
that by now.
So he was saying how there's like this thing that increases chances of having Parkinson's, right? And dude, the guy was a stand-up guy. He was basically telling me how paintball like saved his life, right? And obviously I can relate to that. I fucking think that all of us can relate to that.
Yeah. No,
And,
for sure.
He's talking about the community and stuff like that with the paintball businesses and stuff like that, where sure, paintball is very small, and sometimes the game of competition within the companies, obviously it shows, but genuinely I would say every paintball company cares about the paintball community, or else they wouldn't even be here.
That's a hard one for me because I don't fully agree. I think they care, but it's because of profit motive for some of them. But I would say 80% to 90%, it's because they love the sport. So
Yeah, right.
most of the time I would agree. There's a couple people who, I'm kind of questioning.
Right, and so I was talking to him. We were talking about basically the friendships that you get along the way of paintball, right? How it's just so different than meeting people anywhere else. The common ground of paintball, it just brings a bunch of weirdos in with each other, and we just all become friends. And dude, the people in paintball are some of the most caring people I've ever met.
Side note, because I do want to bring this up, because I don't want to get too far away from the story though, because it sounds pretty crazy. One of the things I love about paintball is like, so in today's world, everything is included in politics. Like politics isn't everything. It's in your comedy, it's in your media, it's in your entertainment. It's everywhere. The one place where like I don't give a fuck who you vote for, any of that happens, is at a paintball field, man. Like there's probably guys who we don't agree politically, but we both share this thing we love, that's paintball, and I consider them great friends because of that. I love that because I hate, how America's so divided in so many ways. So, and it is kind of cool. Like paintball does a lot of that, where it's like, I would never hang out with you on a Tuesday night, but when we're at the field, you're my boy. Like we're on the same team. We play together. Like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. Like let's go. So yeah, it does bring a lot of different people from different walks of life together, and that's one of the beautiful things about the sport.
Absolutely. And one of those things is, at least for me, I like me personally getting those friendships to where we get close enough to where we're kind of friends outside of paintball, right? Like me and Brand, like obviously all three of us, we're
A
good
brother, you could
outside
say.
of, we're yes, exactly. Thank you, Ryan. Right? So all these brothers, right? It's nice to have.
You're not an only child, Hatch. You have 80 brothers.
I do.
Damn
I
straight.
do. It's nice. It's straight up nice. And
Now, Mama Hatch is she's trying to pay for everything. It's getting a little rough on her,
it's
but
fucking insane, dude.
you
can't-
keep adopting new brothers left
She can't
and
do
right.
it forever. She can't do it forever. You know what I'm saying? But
But back to Chris's story.
Yeah,
Or
so-
Scott's story, sorry.
yeah, it was basically just he was telling me so many things that really took me, like, made my head spin, like, in that moment where he's just talking about be grateful, with everything that it is paintball, right? there is no bullshit that that really stays around for too long. You know, I mean, sure, like, look what happened when that one girl got fucking canceled, right? If we're talking, like, you know, the politics shit, right? Remember when that one girl got canceled because she fucking made fun of a fat kid during COVID?
Oh,
you know?
I don't see anything wrong with that, but it's okay.
Exactly. Like, who gives a fucking shit? Fucking Tubby needs a treadmill,
Don't
bro.
be a
Who gives
fat piece of shit.
You know? Like, dude, make life fucking easier, bro. Right?
Sorry, fat acceptance, YouTube. We love fat people.
Yep,
They're the
hell yeah,
best.
amen, brother.
Fat is right.
Yes, sir. I love
Most stupid
Lizzo.
movement ever.
I love Lizzo.
Yes, Queen, slay.
Hell
You'll die in your
yeah.
early 40s because of heart disease, but it's okay. Slay, Queen. Yes.
Right, but he really got me, dude. He had my head spinning when he was talking about, you know, the people of it, and I was like, everybody flashed through my mind that I've ever met in paintball. Love you.
I'm listening, Hatch. I'm listening.
Yeah. So it took me for a whirl, thinking about the people that I've met in it, and if I really needed to, if I had to move cross country, if I had a friend in that area that played paintball, they would let me crash on their couch. You know what I'm saying?
That's literally what happened to me.
Exactly, and just like how I would do that for plenty of other paintball people, right? Because the thing is,
paintballers, bro.
there's the international trust that you have with paintball players, right? Where, dude, if you steal in paintball, you're a fucking scumbag of the fucking earth. You are actually the scummiest person
Yeah,
ever.
if you scam at a BST, people write down your name pretty fast.
Right, you a bitch for that, straight up. And paintball doesn't even tolerate that shit, like, at all, which I like, you know? It's a closed community, and...
All right, get us to the finish line, Hatch.
We're
rambling. We're rambling.
Yeah, so Scott Horn, dude, that guy was fucking inspiring me, straight up.
Hell yeah. Well, no, shout out to him for sure.
His story about his survival and
like,
everything is amazing.
One of the things I didn't fully get from your story was you were saying he has something that is it like a pre-condition to
So I didn't really
or-
understand it at all, but I think since what happened
Okay, that makes
when
more
he was
sense
on
then.
when he I guess had an operation and he like, you know, he died, right?
He coded, yeah.
He came back and something wasn't right, I think. And obviously I'm trying to fucking learn this
Where
shit.
was I
I'm trying-
during this conversation?
Yeah, we really needed the medical professional. Like,
you were fucking
I kind of feel bad because I know Scott is there giving all like his life story and going to all these details, and Hatchet just, okay, I'll get that one. Oh, okay, I'll get that one. It's the squirrel. Remember we were talking about it earlier. The squirrel cannot do more than a couple things at once.
And dude, his story was awesome. And he was telling me but kind of inspiring words, like kind of hyping me up. He's like, you know, you're a real nice young man. You know, you maintain eye contact, you shake hands. You know, I can tell just by the kind of guy you are. You know, you're a stand-up guy, and paintball's lucky to have you. And I was like, holy fuck, dude. You know, hearing that.
And then Hatch responds with, "Yep, my father taught me well."
Yep. You know, honestly, I don't even. I'm trying to think if I genuinely talked about that. If I was like, I wonder if it was like, oh, you grew up with like a single mom, dead dad. I'm trying to think if I did bring that up. That seems like something I would say.
I feel bad. I've hit that well too many times tonight. Now it's bullying. I feel like first couple are funny, but
you just gotta. That shit's so easy. It's basically like an underhand. You know?
It really is. It's a lob. It's very easy. Just knock. It's
fucking
not
low-hanging
There's
fruit.
no extra work there. Yep, 100%. You're right.
And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a fucking. It's a joke.
I just love when I can get Brandon to be ashamed of the joke. You know we've hit the right spot because I know his sense of humor. Not a lot gets him, so I was proud of that one for that fact.
It's funny because I was actually talking with Brando and I was like, because I am the prankster of the team, without a doubt. And I was asking Brando, I was like, dude, how would you guys get me? You know, like, what would you guys do that you guys think would, like, actually, like, what is the limit for me?
Wait. Can you tell why this came up?
No, Brandon. He has to tell the story out of context with bad details so that way no one knows what he's talking about. Continue, Hash.
No, here we go. So basically, the reason why.
Oh God, guys, it is 11 o'clock. We gotta bring this to a finish line at some point.
So I'm
pretty sure my neighbors are getting pissed at me.
I was pranking my teammate AJ, right? Because he is so fucking sentimental about his Geo4. Dude, his Twister Geo, that is his baby. No, I fucking put it on the ground and rubbed my ass on it. Right? Fucking posted it.
I feel like that's worse.
We posted that shit on Instagram, right? And then I did like I was like, I did this whole impression of AJ when he got in bed and everything, and oh man, that shit was funny.
With his
probably,
toes.
he probably looked at that shit, was like, bruh, fucking saw that shit 10 o'clock at night, came in our room, was like, bro, what the fuck? And he's like kind of upset about it, but he's playing it off. He's being a good sport about it, right? And I asked the boys, I was like,
Little did Hatch know he was plotting his revenge from that moment forward.
oh, for sure, without a doubt. And I'm trying to think, I'm like, Brando, what is how you guys would get me? What is like the way how you guys would fuck with me so hard to where, you know, I get to the point where I break, you know? And
yeah, it's
What's
not.
up, Brando?
It's not. It's hard because Hatch, he wouldn't take anything that serious, right? It's nothing's that serious to get mad over, like pissed off over. Until I
He
looked,
could bring his dad back.
you don't need him.
nah, good luck.
Yeah. And until I looked around and I saw it. I saw the charm on his croc, and it
Yep.
was it was the Cali
Oh.
charm.
Dude, that one, dude.
yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
he's like, you're Cali chum, and I was like, no.
No.
I was like, you're in the heart. You got me good. I was like, oh fuck.
It's the one.
So I was like, damn, that is the one that would fucking push me over the edge for sure. But now I'm like, okay, fuck it. The charm is a material. I can get any charm any day, right? So good luck, fuck with me with that.
He's already accepted the death of it.
Yeah. So now that I'm like, okay, he figured it out.
This is another therapy note for Hatch. He doesn't let himself get too attached to anything because at any point in time it may leave his life. So
Exactly,
just,
right?
Yeah.
Everything in life is
lessons
just a
that his dad
crock
taught him.
charm. Yep. Straight up, dude. Straight up.
High
Dude,
five, Brando.
they'll
High
fucking
five.
die on you. They'll die on you. That's what my dad taught me. They'll
This is
die
not
on
healthy.
you.
This is not a healthy mindset to have. I just want our listeners to know that. Do not replicate this at home. Hatch is a trained professional with 20 years of depression and guilt, and yeah.
Yep. Basically. And, you know, it feels good just knowing that I'm just an
Please
absolute...
let me finish the show, Hatch. Please.
You know, it just helps that I'm an absolute tank and I can just take any joke, right? You know? Comedy loves me. But go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, what is happening? I've lost my mind this episode. All right, well,
Says that
to
every
finish
episode
out,
now.
you get me sometimes, Hash. You fucking kill me. But yes, I mean, being the fact that I'm 2 hours ahead now, it's already 11 o'clock at night, and I don't want to make my neighbors have to file a noise complaint. So let's go ahead, start to bring the show to the end. Before we do that, we need a cool guy of the week, which is Brando's department. Did you actually do your job this weekend, Brando?
I did.
Is that Glizzy guy?
No, that's not. No,
All right, Hatch is doing the cool guy of the week this week.
No.
I had to guess.
He was like this guy. It was like, nah, he threw that back up. That's not the cool guy. If that guy keeps 3 glizzies down, he's a cool guy, but he throws it up. Nah, this is actually like from 2 weeks ago. I've been holding on to this, dude. We were just talking about it. You know, fatties.
2 weeks ago?
The fatty acceptance. No fatty acceptance. You know, shout out NECTR avocado, cause you know he used to fuck that shit. You know, he no fatty no mo. No fatty,
Oh
no
my
mo.
God.
I remember.
We're gonna have to get into this because now, oh my God, the story is crazy. But for people who don't know, NECTR avocado was a mukbang YouTuber. So essentially, he would just eat copious amounts of food, and that would be the YouTube video. Would just kind of talk, give commentary through it. Not a section of YouTube that I really fully understand, but hey, you know what? Do you? Got very, very popular doing this. Had a very big audience, but at a certain point, he almost became lol cow-ish, where he was just so fat because of eating copious amounts of food every day that was adding to his weight, and there was a lot of things. So he ran kind of an experiment on his followers and pre-recorded like, what was it,
2
like
years worth of
200?
videos?
Yeah.
No, it was like 9 months only. It
wasn't 2 years, but it was. He uploads a lot though, so it was like
Damn.
150, like somewhere around that amount of videos he pre-recorded when he was big, and then for the last 9 months went and just lost weight, and then showed up one day, published a video. Instead of being, you know, the 350 or whatever he was the week before, he's all of a sudden like 210, and it was like, what?
Dude, he looked like a skinny guy, dude. He looked like way skinnier.
Originally he was like, when he first started his channel, like, yeah, he was a lot smaller, and then when you get paid to eat a lot of food, and you know, it's not healthy. being a YouTuber is selling your mental health for money, and I just don't think that was a good thing that he was doing there.
Like,
Shout out Woody.
Look, if you're gonna do that, do it on OnlyFans. More money there.
What?
I like that, champ.
You know, that's not what I was saying at all, but fuck it. I'm turning it around. That's what I'm saying. Let's go, Brando.
That's not what I was thinking where it was going, but you know what, Brando? I like your thinking.
Yeah, he should have just been on OnlyFans the whole time. He would have been
You
perfectly
would
fine.
definitely get way more money from OnlyFans than fucking YouTube like that,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Come on. Now
There's some
that's
sick
fine.
fucks
Yeah.
out there.
I mean, if we're being real, a majority of the girls who are on OnlyFans make about $10 to $50 a month. So, you know, probably not. But it's cool. You know, that's just a thing that young women are doing to destroy their souls. But we don't have to talk about that. We don't got to bring that up. No, we don't need to talk about that.
You know, okay,
Have you
so
guys
moving
met
on
an
to
OnlyFans
the
model? I know
What?
Brandon probably hasn't because he's been dating Michelle for a while and he's married now. Have you ever run into an OnlyFans model on your Tinder searches, your Bumble searches, Hatch?
So back in the day, definitely there was this one that was I'm gonna say the slang word for it, midget. Right.
Ooh. Oh,
And
okay.
so,
I don't
dude,
know if that is the
Bro,
safe word, but
I
all right.
remember I was like, I got rejected quick because I was like, all right, fuck it, Riz 100 or Riz nothing. My first opening message on Tinder was like, what's up, you want to cross something off my bucket list? And then and dude, she was not digging that.
She wasn't down.
She was
Oh,
like,
damn.
you're handsome. You could have said, if you said anything else, would have been a yes. And I'm like, fuck.
Rejection right
But,
away. Yeah,
you
so
know.
I've run into 2 so far, and
Is that it just in Texas?
yeah, in a week, bro. It's been that quick.
Damn, it's just crazy over
back when I was still up in California. Yeah, it exists. It's weird. There's girls out there who have like 10 subscribers on their OnlyFans, and they do it. And
Damn. I mean,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
start somewhere.
well, or you could just ruin all career prospects for the rest of your life. But you know, either or.
I think I could do it.
Survival.
Hey, we'll go talk to that
Mu-
little person.
Mustache content.
Hey, when we get what do you say? What number do you want to put down for Patreon?
No,
That we
no
gotta hit
number.
to, that,
No.
that hatch then starts.
Look, I already have to suck like 12 dudes' dicks in 5 years if Austinoni makes pro. So let's not do any more of these. All right.
They make pro. When they make pro.
So,
Yeah.
fun fact. I don't know if you guys have been filled in on this, but I know we haven't filled the podcast audience in. Austinoni intends to buy their pro spot if they are not able to win it in 5
Dude,
years.
bro, when they
Tanner-
told me that, I was dying, bro.
Yeah,
I was
Tanner-
like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, Tanner
So
was like,
we-
I got a contingency plan. Like, damn.
What I love about that is that actually wouldn't be the worst thing, because I told him, okay, if you guys do, one rule, I have to be able to do a documentary and you guys have to all play it straight. Like, they can't like make fun of themselves. It's got to be like, yeah, no, we're coming into the pro league, you know, we're taking it very serious, we're practicing very hard, a lot of double days, you know, I think we're getting better, we're getting our confidence up in ourselves, and then they come out and just lose like every point, and it's like the one event they win a point, it's like, they're loader dumping themselves, they're freaking out. Like,
I think we have to remember, dude, in 5 years, dude, that character development is going to be through the roof. They're going to be beasts in 5 years. For sure.
Yep. 100%.
Yup. Thank you, Ryan.
I
Thank you.
definitely agree with that take. All right, Hatch. Well, one more thing we got to do before we can get out of there. What is the code word of the week for this week?
I know it's been a long time, but code word of the week: we're back. That's it. We're back. I know we left you guys off with a week, and I know a lot of you guys were scared that we were going to be leaving you guys forever. But
Just like Hatch's dad.
yep, exactly, just like my dad. Thank you.
Oh.
Is that like the 6th time? We got to stop, Brandon. It's
Oh.
too easy.
It's low hanging fruit for you guys. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, nah.
It's just, it's fun. It's fun to do. All right. But we're back because we are, ladies and gentlemen, back.
Yep, we're back. And Ryan, I'm glad you got there safe. I'm glad you are getting acclimated properly. I wish I was able to hang out with you in last row.
Definitely different, but cool and a good different. And yeah, I'm looking forward to. Like, I feel like I can't even make an opinion yet because I just haven't been here enough time. So looking
Look at our
forward
week.
to seeing it more and Yeah, no, just generally excited. Not excited for the fact that these shows end this fucking late now, but hey, I now see what we've done to all of our East Coast guests over the years.
And just remember, it's gonna be like this for
This
the
is
rest of
Matt
your
the
life.
gym rat getting his revenge.
For the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life, bro.
That's true, because we've all done a blood pact, and we will do this show until we're 98 and dead.
Literally, first one to die.
The only
is gay.
problem, the only problem is if I die first, the show will die with me for sure.
No. By
We'll
then
do-
we'll have AI.
Yes, we'll have AI podcast.
Dude, at that point, we won't even do a podcast.
At that point, we could like they wouldn't even
We'll
know
just-
you were dead. We would just have AI be you.
Exactly. We'll just upload all the recording hours of me talking into the AI, and then just be like, "All right, Ryan bot," and that's
There
just
we
gonna
go.
be me for the rest of
Hi,
the show.
Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. God, it's gonna be really tragic in 20 years when I die before you guys. And they're gonna like pull this up and be like, "Hey, he knew it was coming. He talked about it on his show. How did he know?"
We're on episode 111, huh?
112.
112. Damn.
Because technically Gavin's episode was 110, the pick show was 111, so this is 112. That's why we're numbering it.
Gotcha.
So that's why this is 112.
112, baby. Feels good to be back.
Damn
We ain't
right.
going anywhere.
Feels good to be home. Because I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. Let the rain
I actually
wash
love that
away all the pain of yesterday. And though my kingdom awaits, and I'm forgiven my mistakes. All right, we're done. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you go ahead, rate the show, leave it a 5 stars or a like on YouTube. Seriously, the 5-star rating, it really does help out. It's a completely free way that you can support the show and keep us going and making more content. So I definitely appreciate if you take just a couple seconds to go and do so on either Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. We also have the subscription button on all those platforms. Hit the button. It's going to give you a notification when the next show is live and ready to go, which, you know, if you're new around here, is every Tuesday. Every Tuesday we got a new episode of From the Sidelines. If you also want to get some more early content, ad-free versions of the show, we have those available on Patreon, patreon.com/Mafia_Productions. So you're going to head over to get more information about the awesome content we have over there. I'm here now, so hopefully we're going to be getting some more stuff done, more stuff ready and set up for that. Brandon's putting the sling back on. God damn it. All right, yeah, we're going to use this
arm
to
hurt?
sell Patreons. Yep, hear the actual story of Brandon's arm later on the Patreon. No, we won't do that. But yeah, one more time, head over to patreon.com, Mafia_Productions. Yeah, go get some more information and get signed up. We appreciate all of our Patreon supporters for the support they do to keep us on the air. The other companies that do that are our sponsors. We have Liquid IV. Shout out to Liquid IV. liquidiv.com. That's their URL. Head over there. Promo code Mafia_Mafia, 20% off and free shipping at checkout. We also have NECTR Energy, NECTR.energy. Love them as well. Go get your caffeine and neurotropic pouch over there with them. Check out all their great options available at NECTR.energy. Promo code MafiaProductions. Buy 2, get 1 free on their site. And last but not least, Welt's Clothing. Love Welts, love those guys. Go check out their awesome drops. Fuck it, I hate Welts at this point. They're contractually making me say this. I don't agree with anything. Promo code FTS, save yourself some money. I'm just gonna start negging them. I feel like that works better. I feel like they're the girl at the bar who's been complimented too many times, so now we need to start negging Welts. So, and this is also like 2 hours and 30 minutes. They're not gonna listen to this part. Who's checking? Who's checking the podcast?
Garrett Scott Stewart's about to send you a message.
In like 4 weeks when he finally gets around to it. No, but love Welts Clothing. Awesome limited edition drops every first Wednesday of the month. Head over there for like I said, promo code FTS. Save yourself some money at checkout. And then lastly, I forgot to mention them, but our merch, we have our merch available at xxvthelabel.com. Hit the description down or link in the description. Quickest way you can jump right over to their website and check out the stuff we have available. Yeah, dude, I actually have a conference call with XXV Label tomorrow, so hopefully more stuff on the way with them. Yeah, making moves. 100 episodes in, we're doing big things over here, Scotty. I don't know who Scotty is. That's just the name I want to say at this point. So yeah, Everyone's a Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Because I'm gonna get the fuck out of this podcast. All right. So for our boys, Stephen Hatch and Brandon Brando Baird, my name is Ryan Mafia Moffat. This has been episode 112 of From the Sidelines, recapping the Windy City Major. I hope you had a good time, because I know I did. Hatch, go ahead and do that thing.
Bye.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.